T.I.M.M dumpy 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 T.I.M.M dumpy. T.I.M.M dumpy Miss Jackie looking. T.I.M.M dumpy 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 T.I.M.M dumpy. T.I.M.M dumpy come out twink 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 T.I.M.M dumpy.
Oh my god, calm down. Jesus. You guys. I've made you too powerful.
There he is.
Yeah, that's how you want to open stream.
Oh.
Yeah. That no. Well, that's
I mean, maybe.
well.
Maybe we
It's
could.
how we open stream now. You say no, but your actions imply otherwise. Intention means very little to me, Nick.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still waiting on somebody to give me a goddamn server.
I sent you the password.
I still need the server.
What do you mean you need the server? Oh, the Western North America.
Well, there we go. Okay, hold up.
And now let me put in the silly little hashtags.
Well, silly little hashtag, at least one.
Is your nickname for the session a reference to Wisconsin Death Trip?
Fuck yeah, it is.
Right. We had this conversation. In a weird confluence, both Nick and I purchased as our first album ever Wisconsin Death Trip by Static X.
No, actually.
Or was it?
Our conversation was about Seether's Karma and Effect.
Or no, you're right. Karma and Effect was my first album. Never mind. I was wrong. And then it was Wisconsin Death Trip, I think. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. I remembered that we bought the same first album, but not which one it was. Oh, get over here, by the way, bitch.
All right. Yeah, it's loading. It
It takes a second to load my model. It's very heavy. Also, is there any way that you can turn yourself up just a little bit?
Yeah, hold it.
Okay, I'm holding. I'm
All
holding
right.
you.
How about now?
Talk again?
I'm talking again.
I wonder. No, it's better. It is better. I can just turn myself down a little bit. There we go. Just to balance everything out. It doesn't matter a ton, like, what the levels are unless, just as long as we're in the same range. There we go. That should, that should do. Good.
Okay. All right, there we go. I think that works.
Starting a left try will bring your ball to the front of the collab.
And you can right track for the other thing. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So it's forming. Oh right, I gotta connect again because. Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Ah, okay.
I need you all. Okay, here, I'm gonna show everyone what's happening right now. I'm gonna say we go here. And I want you on my other shoulder. So we have chat on one shoulder, and we have you on the other shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah. Get over here. There we go. Perfect. It's like a shoulder devil and another shoulder devil, except one shows me like hot garbage and the other one shakes its dumpy at me. Have you seen my new dumpy emote, by the way? Like it's
Yes,
an owlet.
I have.
Yeah, it's an owlet throwing it back.
I've seen it in progress.
Yeah.
I have special privileges.
I want you to know that they gave me 3 options. They gave me slow dumpy, medium dumpy, and fast dumpy. And I said fast dumpy. No question.
It was the right choice. Look at it throw it back over there. Look at it throw it back. Fuck
It sounds really good when VTS when the owlet is saying
How has it
over.
already been 9 months?
Here we'll
I
get
must
to hear
have
it.
lost track of time after Spaghetti Bob so much. Between that, your calm reading and CLWD Dissapper, it's been a fun time overall. TL dumpy, 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 TL dumpy. Hey,
Yeah.
Nick,
It's
kiss me through Fredrik's head. Cheers.
Shake your ass.
Oh.
Watch yourself. Shake your ass. Show me what you're working with.
Hikari wants a smooch. Will you give Mochi a smooch?
Oh, you mean hop over to the other shoulder?
Yeah.
Come here. Come here. Mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
VTubing is just advanced playing with dolls. In its final form. That's what it is
And
when
right
it's at
now I'm
its
very
best.
doll-sized. Most of the
Yeah,
time
you are.
I'm very far from doll-sized. But hello, everybody! It's me,
Oh
Nick
God,
Nocturne,
oh
here in
God,
my
oh
marching
God,
form.
oh God.
Hi, hi, hi! Today I am the only bunny in Down the Rabbit Hole. That's right, he finally has a motherfucking rabbit in here. Woo! Well, technically I'm a hare, but
He's so...
let's not screw around. Hi, I'm so delighted to be here. It's such a treat. Oh my god. I even brought my mug. Is that okay?
There is a lot of space in this rabbit hole. It's very large
Guys over, huh?
and very empty.
Well, room enough for all of us then.
You have been so excited to show me my Milwaukee. We've canceled we canceled thrice, I think, trying to make
You
this
2
happen.
times and then me once, yeah.
Yeah. Not because we were like, ew, I don't want to do this, but just because like things got in the way. Life happened.
Yeah. I always want to do this, but yeah, life.
Yeah. I have a lot of internet weirdness happening today because we're streaming together. We're looking at my Milwaukee, and then after this, I'm going to be joining Susu to check out some ARGs because that is in her wheelhouse. And I'm
my power grows by the hour.
Yeah.
My garden overflows. It sneaks into other gardens now and grows fruit there. I freaking love it.
You're like Monsanto.
Ouch. But man, that is glorious. That is absolutely glorious.
No, it is going to be a long day for me. I had a big breakfast to get ready, and I expect me to.
I'm so proud of you.
I know.
You ate. You ate in preparation.
Shut up.
Fred. Oh my god.
God damn it. This is the company. I choose this company. This is my fault.
Yeah.
Welcome in, everyone.
People say I'm pretty good company.
Yeah.
That's the wrong freaking trigger. There it is. You love my company, Fred.
I love your company, Nick.
Good boy.
It is distressing that we can do that so easily.
Distressing. Magic. Destiny. What have you.
Nick and I... Oh, there's a crow outside my window. Hello, friend. There's a gang of crows that's been hanging out. And they are absolute brats, and it's great. They caw
I love a good murder.
Oh, yeah. No, it's great. Yeah, I love a good murder, too. And I also like it when the crows kill people.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's nice.
Hitchcock
The corpses.
was a big fan of that.
Yeah.
Also torturing actresses, but that's a different kind of trivia.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. Jesus, I think that people have been like we kept wanting to do this and we kept having to put it off, but people have been looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to this, if only because of your unmistakable and unhinged glee about showing this to me. Like, despite having to cancel 3 times, that is not a reflection of Nick's excitement to show this to me. Like, he keeps talking about it in the same tones as like an orgy planned weeks in advance.
Oh no! I mean, you know me by now. I would have a different tone of excitement and consistency if I were to be with you at an orgy. This
Oh,
is
okay.
just me knowing exactly what's gonna go over very well for you and your crowd when it intersects with mine.
Oh.
Because
Oh, good. I
here's the thing, Fred. Here's the thing I didn't tell you.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
This Is My Milwaukee is just 1/3 of the whole picture that I have to show you today. And
Oh.
it's a journey.
Oh,
It's quite
okay.
a journey. And my coverage back in the day, I loved it because it was so whack and it
Okay.
was an ongoing story, not in universe with the group who made it, but in the actual what happened to this group, what they did, and
Hmm.
how it ended up. And it is one of my best Cabin Fever Dream one-offs that I've ever done. It was a damn good season.
Okay. Okay. I
Oh, JT
you
Wasky is here. Hi,
Oh yeah,
JT.
JT's here. Hi JT. I hope you're doing well. You have I know that you have a medical procedure coming up imminently. Or has it already happened? Was that supposed to happen today? I seem to remember. Also, we have a new chatter. Welcome in, Panzathoth. That's a good name for this stream. Everyone, could we do a quick check on the new chatter? Make sure that they smell all right.
Bean them. Bean
Oh,
them
you're
on.
in bed right now. Okay, good. Well, you are
Just had
welcome
it.
here. Spend as much
Let
time here as you like.
let's help you recuperate, JT.
Hmm. Yeah.
We'll be happy to help you with your bed rest.
Mm. Yeah, Ink, we have to make sure that you've showered. We won't have any stinky chatters in here.
Did somebody say, is this Nick Big Naturals Nocturne?
Yeah, we have
Yes, yes,
fat
it is.
nuts and nice naturals.
Oh my god, dude. Like, all right. So this is why it's so tough sometimes to get caught up with life because, like, I realized over 3 days that I didn't plan to be rest days getting
Hmm.
my video done for Dog Nightmares that I just dropped. Because that's why we canceled the last time was because I had no dice on top of something
Right.
else with the PC. And I got back to the gym just this week, and oh man, it was a hard session. I'm going through. It's like, man, I'm really trying to push through the wall here. It's like, how? It's got to be because I'm tired. It's got to be because I'm on the deficit. I
Right.
woke up yesterday, and it was a push day, and it's like immediately all across the chest, pain, all across the shoulders,
Uh,
pain, sore, full on delayed onset muscle soreness, and like. I'm like, shit, bro, I am swollen. It hurts. And I looked at my counter and I realized, oh, the little rest period that I had made it so that a full week had gone by since my last session. So I resensitized. So my entire body's muscles are resensitized. So every session for this immediate period is gonna hit me with the soreness. It's like, oh god.
okay. Understood. Yeah, no, we wouldn't want you moaning all over my stream.
Yeah.
No, we
That'd be
wouldn't
terrible.
want
Look at
that.
how yoked I am. Straight up cock diesel.
Good thing I'm not moving around so much.
What the hell is cock diesel, Hikari? What?
Cock
Yeah,
diesel?
Nick, I have no idea what that could mean. I have, like, every time I start down an obvious path, it doesn't work. You have no idea. What do you mean? It's fuel for... That doesn't answer any questions.
Does it make it go faster?
It's a prime raid message. I can't make it a raid message if I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. Cock diesel. What is cock diesel? Like,
I
what
don't know, but I think they got their
substance?
300 bits worth of talk.
I guess. I guess. Jesus.
Look at the conversation you made happen. Good
Yeah.
on you. Good on you.
By the way, I wanted to mention the reason that we have sniff the new chatter instead of like new chatter, right? I think it's like I don't remember. I don't know what Mike's is called. Is because I just searched for new chatter on BTTV and that was the only thing that came up. And I'm like,
Hmm.
actually, I like this better. So now we have
I
sniff the new chatter.
I still, oh God, I'm losing the not a boomer argument. I still gotta install these things for myself so I can
Oh,
see them.
oh, it's easy. It's just a browser extension. You can go into
Okay,
like your browser and look in the just search better TTV, and you'll find it. Like it takes like 20 seconds.
gotcha. Better TTV. All right.
Yeah, and then you also can get 7TVs emotes on it.
Hmm. And then I'll
Mhm.
never just see a flood of words in the chat again, not knowing
Right,
what the image is.
right,
Good.
exactly. Cock diesel means ripped, and ripped means swole, and swole means having muscles.
Okay. No. I'll clear this up.
Okay,
All right. Ripped does
okay,
not mean swole. All right.
okay.
Swole means that you're big. You know, you're big,
Right,
and you're probably on the
swollen.
bulk if you're swole because
Right.
you have your muscles are full. The glycogen stores are full. You're full on the creatine. Everything that can make them full is in there. Ripped though, ripped is when you're lean. All right, like
Okay.
you're down body fat, and then below ripped is shredded. Shredded
Okay.
is when you hit like 10% or 9%. But ripped is like I'd say about 10 to 13%. Like
Okay.
you got the vascularity. You got the vascularity, your abs are out, but you are not shredded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I yeah, we got Nick talking about bodybuilding. I was chatting with Xander and he said that you two got on well and that you were giving him some tips, some gym tips.
I was at the gym at the time talking to him actually.
Oh, okay.
But yes, I did direct him to a big old bro tip. And yes, we
Mm.
got along famously.
Yeah,
We
that
got
doesn't
along
surprise me.
famously privately.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I have Xander coming on tomorrow.
Hmm.
We are going to be reading one of the most twisted science fiction stories ever written.
Nice. I
And
can't wait for
like
the
it
pleasure of
is
his company, but I gotta wait a bit.
you
It is fun.
if you have you ever read I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream?
Reddit, no, but I know it. I know
Okay,
it.
it is intense. It is one of if not the most twisted classic science fiction story. It is proper twisted.
Yeah.
It is dark. It's like the opposite of the last question.
Oh yeah, I know
It's
it's dark. One of the most famous quotes that people love is from that one.
yeah, hate.
Mhm.
Yeah, the hate speech.
Yeah, the
Mm.
hate speech.
Let me tell you just how much I have come to hate you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hey Fred, there's a weird rat on your shoulder. Hey! I am a hare. I am a hare and I'm adorable. If you saw my ass right now, you would not see a long pink tail, alright? I am I am I am freaking adorable. I am not a rat.
Rabbits?
No offense to
Oh,
rats. Rats are bitchin'. Have you met Boo the Rat? Boo the Rat is cool, but I am not a rat. Do not make me come down and fight you.
the only part I remember from Boo the Rat's new model debut was that one of the ingredients in the potion she was making was the Rizzler's Gat.
You're so zoomer.
It it was a lot. It was a lot to take in all at once.
Yeah.
I
By the way,
I
kids, soak up this energy from me while you've got it, because you're not gonna get it for the rest of the year after end of May, because I gotta go goodbye and I gotta
7
bring
months with
the
Fredrik
boring smug
Fatnuts.
one in until I stick him in a coffin.
oh Nick is ready. God, this has been a long time coming. to be fair.
Oh yeah.
It's interesting how much Astraline just in general has cooking. We have a bunch in the oven. Oh my god. Mary's up to something behind the scenes, but of course that's not surprising, right?
That's every week.
That's constantly.
The pots took some time to boil, but they be boiling now.
Yeah.
You can smell some things.
Oh, welcome in,
The smells are
Khadijah.
good.
And we had another new chat a moment ago.
Oh, Fred, is
Yeah.
this one for you or me? Let's
The
see.
Runix.
Kadia Candy. Holy shit, I used to watch your YouTube videos. Had no idea you became a VTuber. Let's see. Coin flip, everybody. Is it Fred or is it me? Who's it for? Who's this call for?
It's not a furry name. It's
be.
not a furry name. It's both. Oh, yeah. Merriweather of Merriweather Media yanked us into a VTubing agency. It was like, Master Fredrik and Nick, I would love it if you two were to join me in a VTubing agency that I wanted to make.
Yeah.
I want to make a family.
That's pretty damn good. And then I, in my ignorance of everything that it would entail, said, "Oh well, I'm gonna be doing streaming next year anyway because
Yeah,
I've got
right.
to. It's definitely a good extension of what I do.
Yeah,
Just being able to spend some time with the boys, actually be friends with my friends, support each other a little bit. Yeah, that sounds great."
Oops.
And then all this happened. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It became a lot very quickly, but I've been liking it.
It's a lot.
Khadijah. Oh.
Khadijah.
Okay.
Oh, I like the way that sounds.
I like that.
Khadijah.
Then
like it.
it's an Arabic name, so of course it sounds good. Arabic is just a good sounding, like it just sounds good.
And hey, Tutorial Hero, a little bit of everything with P90X. Woo! Damn.
You can say anything in Arabic and it sounds good.
It's me, Khadijah. Quite musical. I like that.
Oh yeah, no, like there are concepts in Arabic music that exist that just don't in the West. Like the West was playing around with pentatonic scales, and then the Crusaders went over there, and then they came back and they were like, "Hey guys, did you know that there are more notes?" And everyone else was like, "What the fuck?"
They all suck their heads up from their tits like, "What do you mean there's more notes? There's no such thing." Somebody's just like, "There's more notes! You have no idea!" Like somebody coming in and tell you, "There's a new color!"
No, a lot of Western music does come out of the Middle East in general. The concept of continuous sounds of drones comes from there. It is presumed that the organistrum, which is the grandfather of the hurdy-gurdy, originally came from there. Like it came from an instrument there. Anyway, sorry, I'm nerding out about music now. Apology.
That's okay. That's something that we would probably step on at some point.
Music 2 just dropped. Yeah, exactly.
Music 2.
Oh, and I wanted to say, hey, Plico, thank you for the bits. Thank you very much. Totoro Hero as well. They're doing P90X minus the videos. Never skip the yoga. Maybe you know what that means.
Okay, well, back when I was a younger demon, cat, shapeshifter, whatever I am, thing, I did do P90X at home a bit, and oh boy, will that will beat you up. That's it's not straight up hypertrophy. You're not gonna get true bodybuilder, but you will do bodyweight exercises, and you'll get hypertrophy from that at the same time that you're doing intense cardio. So that will get you ripped with definite muscle development and definition. You will never get bodybuilder ripped doing that, but boy, it'll beat you up.
Okay.
It'll beat up your ankles too. Oh, your ankles will suffer.
Oh yeah. I also, hey, Mystic the Manikeet, thanks for the 7 months as well. Hikari with 300 bits, and then Hikari with another 300. Twice they instigated things. They got you to smooch mochi, and also, they got us wondering what cock diesel is. Also,
That's good chatter.
Tengu Lord, yeah. Tengu Lord, thanks for the 9 months. Grizzly Boar with gift. Thanks for gifting a sub to Septic Punk and Tall Show. Mont Blanc for the 14 months. Spider for the 22. Some Spicy Lizard with the 14. Aberchu with the 17. And a fresh sub from Cedric Dragon, if you're still around. Thank you very much.
Thank you for
fresh
supporting
sub.
this nice owl man.
Cheer 300. Oh, thank God, I got home from work before the main event started. Hello, Fred Nick Nudturn.
Oh, come on,
Hey,
Spec
Spec
Ops.
Ops.
Yeah, you know how long it takes for me to ever get to... Oh my goodness. Arnetro,
What's
thank you
this
for
button
gifting... Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Oh my gosh. Wait,
Metro's kindness is constant.
wait. What happened to my mic? Static?
Yeah, it went it's skirted by the deep fryer at Burger King for a second.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it better now?
It's better now, yeah.
Wait.
See, that's just what happens when you surprise Fred
Wait.
well enough, is that everything goes a little glitchy.
What
Good
the...
to see you're still fun size.
It's a major
Nick T. Owl
energy
pets.
signature, you see.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Audio did a funky. I don't know what that was. That could have been a number of different things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. I mean, there are a few different softwares that are doing things to my voice right now. So, could be any of them. Could also have been me tugging on the cable, but this is a new cable, so it shouldn't have.
Oh, don't you hate when you bump the cable?
It's not... I got a new one, but maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just not a good cable. Hey, Netro.
Yeah, that happens too.
A voice changer. I've only done a little bit of EQ. A tiny bit of EQ. I need to do a little bit more messing with the EQ. Because I feel like it's not bringing out... Okay, you guys ready to... Oh my goodness. Netro, with another 5 gifted subs? Oh my goodness, thank you. 15
Thank
total,
you, Netro.
everyone. Yeah, everyone who just got one of those 15 gifted subs. Could we... Hey, chat, could we show them all the most important emote that they just got? You know which one. There it is. Excellent.
You know what? That's like for you is like the salute for me.
Yeah. It was
Chatters
so
of mine.
surreal.
Salute the Fred.
Salute the Fred. Salute the... Oh my...
I know you've got it, guys. Come on.
I could not believe, like, that's where it came from. I
Yes.
was so surprised. Like, are you kidding? Oh my god, that's a lot of salutes. Oh, you have a lot of subs in here.
Yeah. So the reason I did that was because over on my end, you probably
Right.
have noticed by now. But if you haven't, I've made basically all of my sound alerts. Yeah, all of the sound alerts are related to projects that I've covered because it's the Nightmind office. We're gonna
Right,
keep Nightmind
right.
in the office in the experience.
Right.
And in the spirit of making sure that everything going on there is still related to the history of what I've done, the biggest video I've ever done in my entire career was This House Has People in It Explained.
Right.
And that's a legacy video for several reasons. First, I had already had an existing kind of sort of creator position, appreciator, friendship with Ram City Comedy due to the coverage I had already done. through unedited footage of a bear and Al tutorial. So then when This House of People came out, it just kind of it was massive, like just a huge, that was huge. The video absolutely exploded. I got the luckiest week off of work that I had ever gotten in my life, taking a vacation, not knowing what was about to happen, and then immediately realizing as soon as it happened, there is no vacation this week. I got the luckiest strike possible for getting time off of work, and this is what it's going
Right.
to, and just spending my life like no lifing that video. Uh, and so, just the love between Nightmind and Wham City Comedy is so real, and it always will be, always
Mm.
has been. So, getting that moment of salute the flag from This House's people in it, I had to get that emote in there. I had to get the song in there. It's just like we're immortalizing This House's people in it, Wham City Comedy, and Robbie Radcliffe right here, right now with this. And it's so perfect because there are so many moments where when we're proud of something, when there's an achievement, when something great has happened, when we're recognizing a chatter for something great that's happened in their life, we salute the flag. And now
And we're
everybody's got
proud.
this salute everywhere. And we're proud! And we're proud of the flag! Salute the flag!
Totally on key, totally perfect. But I think the
Salute to
funniest
the
part
owl
of
and the
that
March hare.
is
T.Owl dance caddywo.
the funniest part of it is that perfect pitch doesn't mean what any of the characters think it means, which just adds another. Do you know what perfect pitch means?
No.
Perfect pitch doesn't mean that you can sing a perfect pitch. It means that you can hear specific pitches to a very fine degree. It is a talent. It's not really a skill. It's something you're born with for the most part. And so it doesn't actually mean that you can sing good. So when he thinks he's singing good, not only is he wrong about that, but he's also wrong about the meaning of perfect pitch. So it's
Yeah.
multiple layers of stupidity and incompetence.
It's hilarious. It's such a fun, hilarious, what is even going on kind of project.
Hmm.
When somebody else was looking at it, Goose Boost, and I was hanging around in that chat, I just like looking at it again, I just realized, and this is the case for a lot of stuff early in Nightmind history, is
Mhm.
now that I have done this for so long, and I've got so much more experience and so much
Right.
more thought about things, I'm not sure I would agree with myself on a lot of points from my earlier days.
Oh yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's like if I were to sit down with This House's people in it again, I'm not sure if I would come away with the same interpretation that I did. I'm sure that I would agree with myself on several points, but I would have moments where I just kind of click my fingers and go, no, no, see, I was kind of off base on that one, or I was near it, but I missed the point. You know?
Right. I'd be really curious to. That might be a fun stream to do over on your stream. Is go over that video again and hear what you have to say and chat about it.
Maybe,
There's
maybe,
an
maybe.
idea.
Have I considered remaking a video? There will be a major remake
Really?
Cheer
coming. Yes,
305 I
for a
will.
very special
Musical
occasion.
notes.
Not
Send
this
my
year,
way off the moon.
but
Musical
something
note.
is
Do, do, do,
truly
do, do, do.
truly due for a solid remake next year.
See, I have a policy of not doing any remakes because my time is better spent on new things.
I feel the same thing. I
Yeah.
constantly feel the same thing. It's why I don't come back and do a lot of update videos, but for this
Right.
one occasion, it's like it needs to be done. It
Update
should be done. It
Yeah.
must be done.
Update videos I think are reasonable, but completely redoing or like going over the same material is not necessarily good
Yeah,
in
but it's
in my opinion.
some people get it. Some people get it.
By the way, Spec Ops Spare, thank you for the bits. And D-Jewel as well. Emmy for the bits as well. Oh, thank you, everyone. Valken for the 20 months. Goodness gracious. Dr. Hogarth for the 4 months as well. And Sammy O'Vision for the 2.
Hey, Hogarth.
Sammy decided to stick around What a mistake. What a blunder. Hey, Susu. Could we get a shout out for Susu in chat? Oh, woo, Susu. We're going. That is my rigger. The person who did the rigging for my model. That's Mama, right? I can't remember the term.
That's Papa.
Papa? Okay.
That's Papa. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, right, because like the mama gives birth and the papa like shapes it and adds to it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm trying to.
I've got a single parent right now
Okay.
in the form of Drakant, my knight in shining armor.
Yeah. You force everyone out. Yeah, you do. You make everyone a woo.
Oh, look, Fred, our ears are the same.
Ah. You gonna say it like that for stream?
I might as well.
I like this.
You know,
hood.
here I can get a lid on too.
Oh, perfect. But that's not gonna contain you.
Nah. Look, Fred, it's a teacup.
Ah.
I got a teacup and my mug. How
Sippy.
silly.
Sippy. It is kind of funny how in a lot of ways you are the coffee to my tea.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the brunette to your blonde, baby.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I have some tea time plans. I don't know if I told you what my plans are. I just need to set it up. But here, let me type at you a plan I have for stream related to tea.
Yo, secret plans, let's go.
Here, I'm typing it. I'm typing it at him.
We got that good nonverbal communication going.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
that's fun. That's
Yeah.
smart. That's
Yeah.
smart. Oh yeah.
I thought so.
You know what? You know what else I love about that is
Hmm.
that to me is like a touch of legacy too.
Hmm.
I really like that. That's a legacy touch right there. I'm all about those legacy touches.
I just gotta set it up. But I think it'll be nice.
So which of us is the shoulder devil? Nick
Yeah.
does not mind, sure, but I have my own stores of horrible ideas waiting
Yeah, it
to
will
be
be.
shared.
It'll be so nice.
Blind Archer? No, make no mistake. I have two shoulder devils. Nick is one shoulder devil. Like, Nick is the one that is like, Fred, do weird stuff. And Mochi, like, Nick is the long
I'm your best
term-
bad influence.
Yeah, like, you're encouraging me to, like, make long-term bad ideas, right? Whereas Mochi
For
is
your
the
best
one...
die is good.
Mochi is the one who convinces, who like is constantly whispering in my ear to yell "come" in a crowded mall.
Mochi is the
It's
intrusive
more
thoughts.
yeah, exactly. Mochi is more
I
immediate.
have the genuine plans.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, eat mulch. Like you see that mulch? Doesn't it look tasty? Yum yum. Mulch maxing. Yeah, Mochi is encouraging me to mulch max. If it's good for plants, why isn't it good for us? Mulchy.
Let's not mulch max.
Mulchy.
We're gonna get weird enough without mulch maxing.
Mochi is stuffed with mulch. How else is Mochi going to maintain that fantastic dumpy? As chowder. God, that fish is the worst, and I love it. But he's got the mulch dumpy. Like the cellulite dumpy. Moonlight Angel, thank you very much. Nick is my favorite. Fred, you just so happen to be my husband's favorite. Oh, so he asked me to throw some bits. Thank you. Oh, and Raven Dreams, thanks for continuing to a tier 1. Thank you. Tier 1 subs, we do get a bigger cut of that than Prime.
Mickey's every horny thought ever. I am every horny thought and every inspiring life coach thought.
I
You get
feel
both
like
sides of the coin.
this happens on occasion where I just end up becoming a life advice streamer for like 15 minutes.
Oh, that's
Have
me
you?
for like
Yeah,
40.
yeah, that happens. That happens to both of us. I I have thoughts, and then I can't get them out of the way. There's one in particular that gets to me. I I think I'm gonna start using Twitter as like a place for writing exercises. Just if I have an idea for like an isolated bit of writing, maybe I just throw it onto Twitter. Something that maybe I don't have the time or desire to turn into a larger scale thing. And
I dig it.
the idea that I had, the thought that I had was that forests are places that culturally have been associated with the eternal, ancient trees. Like the forest is considered old, right? Things in the
Nick
forest
is the
are
lewd friend
old.
of Fred, the kinda innocent person.
Our Netro, they. Oh my goodness! Thank you for the 1,000 bits on top of all the gifted subs. Thank you. Also, don't assume that I'm too innocent. That's a big assumption.
Hey, what big one in it?
But yeah, I tweeted out the other day, to you the trees are ancient and unmoving, but to one as primordial as I, it is roiling, churning as trees grow, die, fall, then are inevitably replaced by new ones who are destined to die just the same. What is still is not still, but all the same, I will remember you.
I liked that.
It came from a very specific thought. The forest is not a place of eternity. It is a place that is churning. Things are born and die in it constantly. Trees are dying, and that death is an intrinsic part of it. The jungle is an advanced version of this, where things die incredibly quickly in the jungle. Things are like jungles are unbelievably churning. Things are constantly dying. Things die and decompose before they hit the floor. That is the crazy thing about jungles, is that you have layers of existence made by the trees, and things will die and be consumed and rot in these higher levels. The floor, like the forest floor, has no place in some of these ecosystems, these sort of sub-ecosystems. But even more temperate forests are the same. They just on a slower time scale. But still, everything is defined in the forest by the death of something else.
Consider the
And
body, Fred.
yeah, it is churning. Cells die and are remade. There's only one kind of cell that never dies and stays with us our entire lives, and those are neurons. But everything else is constantly being shed and replaced. And I think that the idea of forests is as places of eternity, of old places, is not right. It's off. And further beyond that, the way that we conceive of forest spirits, of being, ancient, that also is wrong. Because and that made me think of my lore, where in my lore I'm a forest spirit, but that idea that there is a spirit that lasts and lingers forever, that is directly contrary to the very concept of a forest, which is based around death.
In the physical, yes.
And I'm still working my way through this thought. Yeah,
See
and
what else comes to you.
yeah, the forest. Yeah, the forest is a ship of Theseus. Exactly.
It is
Anyways,
beautiful, though.
I
No, I really do. I really do enjoy that came to you. And when I read that, it was really pleasant because I saw you, and I saw the introspection and the understanding and the musing that I absolutely love, and it inspires the philosophical muse in me that I don't often get to trot out these days. Little bits and starts, but it is it I we need it. So when you feel it, do it.
I think I've been embarrassed about it, but I'll try not to be when I have ideas, when I have lines. It's an exercise that I've been doing for fun, seeing things and thinking about how I would describe them in writing in an interesting way. And it's it's a good exercise and it's fun because I love beautiful language. I love good prose, and like above everything, like good writing, right? Just pure good writing is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
And it is a joy. I am an aesthete, but for writing. Good poetry can be that way for me too. I'm getting but prose especially. Good prose gets to me. Oh, there
Yeah.
is some literature that has prose that is so good that it conquers its subject matter. Like the concept is so like repulsive, but the writing is so good. I think that I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream is that way frequently in places. I think if you were to attend that stream, you would be interested. There's
Might be
one in
open.
hold on. There is an opening to a rather infamous novel, Lolita. A classic of literature, right? Almost not published because the person who wrote it was like, "This is trash. This is awful." The
Which is
opening,
a writer at heart.
right? The opening paragraph reads so: Lolita, light of my life, fire of my loins, my sin, my soul, Lolita, the tip of the tongue taking a trip of 3 steps down the palate to tap at 3 on the teeth, Lolita.
Yeah.
It's twisted. Like, that book is so twisted, but the writing is so good.
I
It's
know
like
what you mean because sometimes, especially in modern stuff, you'll be reading a novel or a short story, and you're going along with the spell, you're seeing, you're hearing, you're feeling, you're in the
Yeah.
movie, and then you hit a golden sentence and you just
Yes.
stop and you pause
Yeah.
and you back up. It's like, oh wow, let me try that again.
Yeah.
Wow. And the amazing thing is I've noticed that even in some bad writers, like genuinely, wow, we need to coach you up kind of writers, there will be moments where if they were in the flow, they strike it and it
Yeah.
jumps out of the page like, oh my God, there is something in you. You've got this because I see the gold in the rock.
Yeah.
It's a tiny little speck there. It's like, oh, you know,
But there's a
I
vein.
love those moments.
Yeah.
There's a
Why
There's
have
a
vein.
you
vein.
both in
Yeah.
the same place? Nick has
You just
voiced a
see
thought
the
that
glint and it's like,
constantly
there
sits
it
near
is.
the front of my mind. You both inspire me in similar but distinct ways. As Nick said, your writings and musings prompt the philosophical and considerate thinker in me, whereas Nick speaks and acts with a key.
No, it cut off, but
Oh, what? Cut off.
Ender. No, Ender gave 1,000 bits.
Yeah,
Goodness
you were
gracious,
reading that
thank you.
too, huh?
Yeah, well, Mochi was speaking it.
Oh.
Yeah, when someone subs or gives 300 bits or more, then Mochi reads their message. I'm glad. I want to create a comfortable space in my streams, right? Something that weighed on me for a long time as I made down the rabbit hole was I make things that are not comfortable. I am upsetting. I am drawn to upsetting pieces of media, but I also am not very good at making comfortable things. I am mostly just upsetting. But if I can't be completely cozy, maybe I can be thought-provoking.
And I borders on imposing. Well, I'll admit.
You are intense.
I've learned I'm a little intense.
Hmm.
I also understand now where kindness crosses something being imposing. I've been far more understanding now of where I am being imposed upon for my kindness. Which, it's a balancing act. It's learning. But I appreciate that. I do love inspiration. It's a huge element of why I do anything I do ever. And it's what you just said brings me back to what I always say about us is that Fred tells scary stories that are real. I tell scary stories that are fake.
Right.
And somehow people are comfortable with the most messed up, uncomforting things.
Yeah.
You'll be disquieted, but you'll be happy, strangely.
The way that I put it, my aesthetic is doing uncomfy things in a comfy space.
Yeah. Actually, that is a good way to put it. I feel it too because the strangest mix of yes, I'm a horror host basically. I'm gonna show you some messed up things and we're gonna revel and roll around in it like the Crypt Keeper here. But it makes people so comfortable and it's like I want them comfortable in it. The Night Mind Office is yes, conceptually scary, but it's not a scary place.
Right.
Even I am able to be scary. I have elements of myself that are scary. But I can't deny. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot more comfort that I've cultivated over years than fear. And I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
I'm happy in it.
You should be.
Feels like me.
You should be.
Thank you.
Welcome in, Aramil. Thanks for chucking a bean at me. I still need to replace that. It has caused problems. Also,
I've tried this whole time to think of oh, go ahead.
Oh, just Ender Cobra gave 1,000 bits and gave a very kind message, and then 00 Disgruntled gave 100 bits and said, "You don't know what kind of noises Nick's gotten out of Fred."
How much do you want to confirm or deny?
I'll leave it in the air.
Let's leave it in the air. Let's leave it in the air and see what happens.
Yeah. You know what? Hold on.
Oh,
why don't I read just like the opening of I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, because it is twisted beyond all belief. Here.
I think we got a moment for
Yeah, yeah,
for an intellectual and aesthetic
yeah,
spaghetti bob.
yeah. Just the first couple
One
of
spaghetti bob.
paragraphs. Yeah, you ready for this? Here's a sneak peek. Limp, the body of Gorister hung from the pink pallet, unsupported, hanging high above us in the computer chamber, and it did not shiver in the chill, oily breeze that blew eternally through the main cavern. The body hung head down, attached to the underside of the pallet by the sole of its right foot. It had been drained of blood through a precise incision made from ear to ear under the lantern jaw. There was no blood on the reflective surface of the metal floor. When Gorister joined our group and looked up at himself, it was already too late for us to realize that, once again, Am had duped us, had had its fun. It had been a diversion on the part of the machine. 3 of us had vomited, turning away from one another in a reflex as ancient as the nausea that had produced it. Gorister went white. It was almost as though he had seen a voodoo icon and was afraid of the future. "Oh God," he mumbled and walked away. The 3 of us followed him after a time and found him sitting with his back to one of the smaller, chittering banks, his head in his hands. Ellen knelt down beside him and stroked his hair. He didn't move, but his voice came out of his covered face quite clearly. "Why doesn't it just do us in and get it over with? Christ, I don't know how much longer I can go on like this." It was our 109th year in the computer. He was speaking for all of us.
There is so much intelligence in the choice making with the
Yeah.
words.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be in writing. There are so many elements of a scene, of a moment, of character and world build that you have to manage, and you only have a certain budget of words.
Right.
Every word that you choose must carry.
Yeah.
You have to really nail it. If you've got $10, then you got to make every dollar work. And if you're going to buy a $2 or even $3 portion, then it better have the punch of 5.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that feels like it.
Mm-hmm. It is a miserable story, but it makes a lot of use of its time. I heard it described as the punk rock of science fiction.
Punk rock or science fiction. That's a damn good that's damn good.
Well, it was written. Let me see. When was it written? It was written in. Ugh. Let me double check. It
Oh, I
was
see, Enter Cobra. Thank you.
1967. So this
Wow.
was yeah. It was very ahead of its time. It was a very dark science fiction in a time where science fiction was mostly very hopeful for the future. And this just said no. It refused.
That
It
is
refused to
punk
buy
rock.
in. Right? This is the story that brought in the post Gernsback age. But Gernsback like Hugo Gernsback being the writer who gave us the laser guns with plastic rings around the barrel and shiny chrome rocket ships.
All the stuff that inspired Fallout because it was trying to give us that
Right.
image of Americana back in
Yeah.
the day, and it just said, "Hey,
Yeah.
what if I hate all of you?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And
This
then I
was like
channeled
no.
that into a story.
Yeah. It was a direct response, and then immediately after this came Cyberpunk, which Neuromancer and its sequels, and then what I immediately think of Shadowrun. but yes, Fallout was the Fallout aesthetic is heavily based on Hugo Gernsback and his sort of vision of the future, which William Gibson actually had a story sort of making fun of Hugo Gernsback, where he noted how distressingly Aryan the Gernsback future was.
Man,
It's
I love looking back at the history of art movements like that. I will
yeah.
just pick up this real quick because I didn't want it to be so quick. But Cobra, thank you so much. I truly appreciate that.
Mm,
Ugh. But as for everybody musing about writing, I mean, yeah, there are giants that we can observe, but everybody starts at point zero. Everybody's got juvenilia. There's stuff that Fred and I have written when we were younger that we will never ever show anybody ever, and we look back and we
oh yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
go, thank God, I thank God I don't live there anymore. Ha ha ha! Whee!
Oh
Oh, to
yeah.
be a child.
Oh god. Oh god, yeah. I I look back and I'm like, who baby? Who baby?
Yeah,
Oh
man, you want to
god.
reach out and grab your own shirt collar and say, okay, listen, I've got half an hour as I'm time traveling right now, but where can I put it to use?
Yeah, right. That oh god. I could not imagine becoming a VTuber at that age. Oh my god.
Ah,
Jesus Christ. I VTubers tend to be very young and I'm like, how oh dear.
dude,
I
YouTube
wonder how
puberty
healthy.
was not easy, but I still think it was better than what they go through.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I worry about the health, the mental health of some VTubers, of like a lot of VTubers, just
Yeah,
based on what they're doing and their age. I'm like, oh dear, here
yeah.
we go. And then we're the
Pray
boomer
for their
agency.
pray for their best, but otherwise sit back and continue on.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna be over here doing my thing.
Yeah. If they may learn by example, let them learn by example for their best and highest good, but otherwise, I ain't touching
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah,
I ain't touching that shit.
yeah. Not. Yeah, we're off in our corner. Speaking of, I think I'm okay. We're going to have a lot to cover, so I think that I am going to be making myself another cup of tea. I'm gonna hydrate so that we
All
can
right.
properly dive into my Milwaukee.
You
This
got it.
is my Milwaukee. I am fascinated, concerned. The amount of glee that Nick is wiggling with right now is concerning. Oh, oh god. We'll be right back, everyone. I'm scared.
Whee!
I didn't mute my mic. Hello, I'm back. We're just gonna be waiting on Nick, however. It didn't take very long because I have my kettle holding a temperature on the water. Easy. I am mildly horrified. You all need to understand. When Nick approached me about My Milwaukee, he said, "Wait, have you seen My Milwaukee?" And I said, no." And he immediately said, "Do not look up anything about it. Do not." Oh, Burninator, thank you for reminding me. I get a little bit lost. I have been quite scatterbrained lately. I will sit down to do something and then immediately forget what it was I was about to do and start doing another thing that I need to do, right? It's not that I can't remember the things that I need to do, I just can't remember specifically what I was there to do. Dementia settling in nicely. Maybe when I do my karaoke stream, I should do
There I am. Woo! Nah.
Graffy's
Sorry.
here too. Graffy was admiring you having a stroke.
Yeah, well, that's my beloved. I'm pretty too even when I'm stroking out.
He's so beautiful when he's having a stroke. That's why I just leave him there and don't call 911. I just appreciate him as he is.
Yeah.
Maybe
Hello, dear.
I have a kettle that will hold a temperature. So it does not take very long for me to get up and make tea all the time.
I gotcha. All right.
I was saying, when I do a karaoke stream, which I still owe for my birthday subathon, I think maybe one of the songs I should do is Heartaches, which is the song that is used for the first track in Everywhere at the End of Time.
That has lyrics?
Yeah, it uses a song that has lyrics. Have you never heard it?
Listen, it's everywhere at the end of time.
Right.
And I am an extremely busy fellow. That is something that I need to prepare for, like it's a
Yes.
family get together, and
Yes.
be ready to lay on the floor and go on a journey.
Mm-hmm.
So I have not been there yet.
the lyrics are used. In fact, the lyrics are used as some of the song titles. Heartaches, heartaches. My loving you meant only heartaches. Your kiss was such a sacred thing to me. I can't believe it's just a burning memory. You see?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is why. I listen, and covering stuff that I have covered on nights that you feel like coming over to the Nightlight office even when I'm not in there, for your streams. This is why I warn you in advance. There are certain things you don't want to watch unless you emotionally prepare yourself. So it's like,
Yeah.
you might want to clear it with me, because there are some things where it's like, oh no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that on stream. Not because of TOS, but because of emotionally shattered Fred and outlets. That's why.
Yeah, no, it is heavy. It depends. Like for some people, everywhere at the end of time does nothing. For other
Hmm.
people, it breaks them. Ugh,
It would work on me. I'm pretty damn sure.
I am
I
extremely
feel so
self-conscious of.
much.
I'm trying to get more comfortable with singing in public. I'm very self-conscious of my voice. It's the thing I'm most self-conscious about.
I mean, you're gonna definitely gain a stronger voice by doing it more often.
It's true. Well, I sing to myself a lot.
Yeah.
One thing that helps is having a monitor on my microphone so I can actually hear my voice now when I'm speaking.
Hmm.
It
Oh,
helps.
that trips me up so badly whenever
Oh,
I,
really?
I I even have a moment of doing that. Yeah, it's just it causes an immediate slowdown in my speech.
I Okay, I specifically am using a Focusrite. You know, the classic, the one that everyone has. It's a Scarlett. Everyone has a fucking Scarlett.
The
But
one,
it
the one Mike Scarlett. Yep.
yeah. I imagine you're using one right now too. Um, the problem, by the way, that you might be running into with the reason you're so quiet is because when you plug a microphone in, it's only in one channel, and then when you try to go into an application like Discord, it tries to mix it down into mono,
Yeah.
but it commensurately lowers the volume of both channels, but you only have one channel going in, so it reduces your volume. If you can use something
Oh.
like voice mod, or if you install some virtual audio cables, which are very easy to set up, then you can mitigate that.
So voice mod will fix that too. Nice.
Voice mod will fix it. But voice mod is really just like a voice modulator attached. It has a built-in virtual audio cable.
Hmm. All right. Well, we'll give that a shot. Hold on. Let me kick on a little bit of cooling in here. Just a sec.
Yeah, getting warm. Warm bun. Oh
Mmm.
no,
Toasty
bun's getting.
buns.
Oh, I
All right.
see. All right, you ready to
Frederick.
do this? By the way,
Outlets.
Punch Tiger. Thank you for the 6 months coming in at just the right time. Let's begin.
You are going to Milwaukee. All
Oh
right. Let me
God.
drop the link.
All
So
right.
here's
All
the thing
right.
about it. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, Well, let me. Why the hell is that one time coded? Let's not do that. Let's grab that one. All right. So I'll drop you the link here. So for This Is My Milwaukee, we'll do the unfiltered This Is My Milwaukee,
Okay.
and then as soon as that's done, we gotta switch over to my video back in the day because there would be no way to show you all the rest of what happened without going back to my video. It
Okay.
would be running around all over the place.
Okay. Understood. We have it ready. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Two things. First, get that going. Next, share my screen with you so you can see what
Mm.
I'm seeing. Ignore your captors. Proceed to Milwaukee. Okay, we're ready. It's so
All
nice.
right.
I'm carrying my friends on my shoulders. This is one of the reasons
Yeah.
why it would be so nice to be a treant. I could carry all my friends on my shoulders.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
right. One more thing. Oh
yeah.
my God, I almost forgot. I want to check to see if there's anything in the T-Owl art tag.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been doing that in the middle. Oh yes, Noel Pretzel did an interesting render because yesterday I had Slushy help teach me chess,
Mm.
and it was very helpful. Slushy was very patient with me, but I'm keeping an eye out. This is cute. Thank you, Noel
Null
Pretzel.
Pretzel is always on it. Oh, poor Null Pretzel. What are you gonna do after July when it comes to me?
I'll still be around.
I
Okay.
know, but in terms of making pieces of us, they're gonna have a hell of a challenge after July
Oh my gosh.
when it comes to me.
Josie has done more treant art. Look at
Ooh.
look at this. Josie is dearly curious. I'm curious. And look, I love all the owlets that are like in the branches.
Yeah.
Oh, look, looking him look. Oh,
Yeah.
this is so cute. Oh, him look like keeping it. Oh, they're so nervous. I love all the owlets in the branches. It's perfect. It's one of the reasons that it would be perfect.
Yeah. That is cute.
No, yeah, no pretzel. Don't worry. I am still fucking Twiggy.
Yeah, I won't be though.
The stone talus with the bases built on them. Oh my god, yes. Oh, this is, oh my god. Okay, the sketch page from yesterday. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Look at. Oh, well, first there's an owlet throwing it back. Boy. And Slushy, look at this.
I dig it.
And cute. Ah. The double ah. And Slushy. Oh yeah, I said Slushy. If you were a dog, I would let you sleep at the foot of the bed. Very good. And Slushy was being so reassuring. Right? You've done a great job. I'm proud of. I don't know what to do with praise. It is foreign to me.
You accept it and enjoy it.
It's foreign to me.
It's foreign to you when you've lived your life under it for like the past, 7 years? Come on now. You gotta get used to something after 7 years of it, friend. Well, the positive reinforcement will continue until morale improves.
Trash talker. Oh yeah. These are you. Oh my. Oh, there's Starry's brain dying as we're talking about squares on the board. D4, G5, A6, Lamau, Gambit.
I'm thinking about the Lackadaisy short that came out a bit ago called Stratagem with Mordecai and Victor playing chess.
The made up openings.
What move is that?
Yeah.
Victor, takes your bishop.
Takes your bishop. Don't pet me, I'm off screen. Damn it. Also poking me with the crown. And oh my god. The digital pen. Oh my god. You're hitting that digital pen. Oh my god, the Finkel dude. You remember that video of the stream of playing chess with Salty? That was interesting.
I don't, but I'll have to take a look.
Oh, that was weird. That was fun. It was very silly. Okay, I'm ready for my Milwaukee.
So, all right, I'll step down for a second here. Okay, everybody. So, I'm sorry, Mochi. Here we go. That'll work. All right, everybody. So, This Is My Milwaukee is the first majorly recognized project by a group back in the day called Cinedyne, who were heavily engaged in ARG projects. This was their breakthrough work, quite popular for a time, and then it led them down to other ventures, without really announcing that it was them. When you realize what they've been involved with and how it went down, you will shit bricks. Fred will shit bricks.
I recognize that name, Cinedyne.
You're gonna see why.
Okay.
But this is just the first part of their history.
Okay.
And after we're done with this, we will switch over to my video about it, which will give you the rest of what happened with This Is My Milwaukee. Because a lot of people know
Okay.
the video, they don't know how expansive it was in the ARG sense and the real get out there and do things ARG sense.
Okay. Okay, I'm strapped in.
This is my Milwaukee.
This is my Milwaukee.
Yeah.
This is my
Did he just eat the fucking
My
paper?
Milwaukee.
This is my Milwaukee.
This
He did.
is my Milwaukee.
This is my Milwaukee too.
I've seen this. Oh, fuck, but I don't think I know everything around it.
Why not make it yours?
I've seen bits of this. Oh, God. Wait. He looks like an SCP. He looks like he's going to
From the glitz
sell
of
me.
the
He looks like he's going to sell me bad stock options.
Now,
Canning
I
dist-
want you to see if you catch any recurring elements that might pop up throughout here. All right.
Okay, okay,
Especially in the background, if it comes to people.
okay.
From the glitz of the Canning district to the slow jazz down by the piers, there's always something cooking in Milwaukee. I'm
The glitz of the Canning district.
Yes. It's very
Yeah.
glitzy.
Okay.
Terry Nanny. Milwaukee's been getting a lot of press recently. Not all of it good. Surely you know what I'm referring to. But the story that's not being reported is that of a
Yeah.
vibrant city, getting better every day. Families, good jobs, culture, high technology. Still not convinced? Join me.
Hold on. Something's inversed there.
Oh, yeah?
Culture. It's not high culture and technology. It's culture and high technology. High technology is not a term that exists. So what is he talking about?
For a closer look.
Milwaukee. Come for the weekend, stay for life.
When asked by a duke where best to make his home, Voltaire replied, "Plant your family tree in the soil of the arts." Voltaire would feel right at home in Milwaukee. At the recently renovated Jagoda Museum Center, you can
What is that?
at home in Milwaukee.
A class
Oh, it's just
C
a rupture
r-
radar.
So okay, so we're getting a little bit of insight here into whatever happened, right? He said we know that it's been in the news because of a thing that you definitely know about. So rupture. There is something related to a rupture happening, obviously. Like these are the obvious things that are being put down.
At the recently renovated Jagoda Museum Center, you can sample artworks from across America while the kids hang out in the activity place.
Was that just a photograph of Hillary Duff?
Let the
this-
rain fall.
Okay, hold
At
on.
Jagoda Museum Center, you can sample
This is specifically a reference. Have you seen this sketch that this is referencing?
Of course.
Okay,
I've
okay.
seen I Love Lucy, and that episode is so famous.
Yeah,
artworks from across America.
America's Television Heroes permanent exhibit, and it's just like a shitty. I'm sorry, this is a bad Photoshop.
It is.
While the kids hang out in the activity place.
Hillary Duff.
All right, pay attention here.
When you're done,
Wait. These something under something.
I can read it.
These
Jessica, and I am 9 years old. My father
Oh,
was
no,
taken by
taken-
Black Star for a problem he did. I am
No.
sorry, Black Star.
Oh no, I can read that. I'm referring to the black text.
Oh,
These
belong underground.
these belong underground. Where are yours?
Mm-hmm.
So Black Star already, obviously, a thing. There it is. These belong underground. It looks distressingly like a heart.
Yeah.
When you're done, stop by the courtyard
Cool dog.
for alfresco dining at Fabrizio.
Wait, what was the last one there?
When you're done, stop by the courtyard for alfresco dining
It's
Okay.
candy corn.
It
I
is
guess.
candy corn.
at Fabrizio's,
Something like
the
that.
museum center's in-house cafe and grill. Fabrizio's caters to every palate, with entrees ranging from the great American hamburger to the Italian classic lasagna.
Okay. Okay.
How many times did I laugh at that back in the day making the video? Oh no.
So stupid. I love the way that they're just using ketchup to make it look fancy on the plate.
Yeah.
The
Lasagna.
lasagna, it's the way they pronounce hamburger, right? They put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Yeah.
Also, welcome in, Amiko. We've seen a few new faces in. Could we give them the sniff check real quick? Make sure that they're showered. Come on. I want. I get the feeling that, right, Terry Nanny, the name himself, right? He is a potentially a caretaker, and I wonder. It seems like they're imitating reality. This looks like almost like an AI generated image where it doesn't understand the underlying reasoning behind the patterns it's been trained on. The toothpick is in the fucking fries. Also, I don't really think lasagna is supposed to have a toothpick in it. Like, there's a toothpick in the hamburger. Oh, you put toothpick in food.
With entrees ranging
Okay.
from the great American
Like there is a clear misunderstanding of a lot of cultural norms, and this is something that is supposed to be a cultural project. Like
Yeah.
this whole video itself. So this it's like an alien.
hamburger to the Italian classic lasagna.
Vegetarian option. Oh, thank goodness.
Fancy a night of music under the stars? Check out the Milwaukee Seasonal Pops Orchestra and their celebrated medley, Hollywood Glitz. Why not join
Hello Hollywood,
Holy
the
socks.
music. Proud to be a American. Aerosmith song from Armageddon. Whops, there goes another one. Silly songs from Shrek 2 and 3. Hoop it up. Remember the Titans and not. I can't escape it. I can't escape it.
Together.
I can't escape it. I'm going to scream. 9/11.
Star Wars.
It's not. This isn't a song. It's not a song that we're hearing. But again, it's 9/11 music. 6 Star Wars. And that's just it. Yeah, together. We need. I need it on my soundboard. Together with all glory, we're together. Man's best friend. Songs about dogs and sports. Encore. I immediately think, right? We need a little of do.
Inspector Gadget.
I did the same thing. I realized the same thing, that that stupid little melody is just it's just Inspector Gadget, and then someone pointed out it's Inspector Gadget, but in the major in the major scale instead of minor. I need to recalibrate. God damn it.
Da-da-da-da-da, Inspector Gadget. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hey, yeah, there is no escape. I'm going to scream. Patrons may dance on the platform for the encore.
the cultural renaissance yourself? Try out for the Broadway Big Shots, Milwaukee's premier theater troupe.
Checkmate. You're probably thinking, sure, Terry, Milwaukee's got culture, but statues don't pay the rent, and my kids won't eat art. That's why Milwaukee's got jobs.
Jobs.
Working.
This train is taking jobs out of Cleveland. This has really big Cleveland energy.
Yeah.
Fun times in
that video.
Cleveland again. It's Cleveland. Under construction since 1858. Working.
Hammers. Sweating. Power.
AI bros would look at this video and be like, wow, look how far the technology has come.
It's review. Verify. Bonus? Under. But life in Milwaukee isn't all hard work. Sometimes you just wanna...
Milwaukee. Get
Wait a
up.
minute. This is the same three
all
people.
hard work. Sometimes...
Yes.
It's the same three people. Same bag, same
It's
umbrella.
the same women.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just wanna...
Milwaukee. Get up and dance.
Sometimes I just want to Milwaukee too.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite shots of Terry Natty.
Oh my god.
These women are just still doing it.
He's having such a great time.
With containment and decontamination well underway, young professionals are
Underway. So not even close to completion, just underway. I'm
Yep.
reminded of the line. Yeah, we totally broken ground. We got all of those thousands of villagers out of the way. Now we can build our dystopian line.
flocking back to Milwaukee. Nightlife is thriving as though
Who's this person? She's like looking at him and like, what the fuck is going on over there?
nothing ever happened. Need proof? Try getting a table at a popular downtown club. There's a hot spot for every taste, it seems. Bohemian poetry clubs, masculine sport bars, lounges for swinging couples, even Oriental restaurants. So don't worry, Milwaukee's full
Even Oriental restaurants. We know you like I love Chinese food.
of places to meet that special guy or gal, or if you know where to look, to have sex with things other than humans.
My
What?
favorite.
What? Yo, am I about to get sucked off by a demogorgon?
If you want.
Dude, what that mouth do?
All of it.
Like the other young professionals in Milwaukee, Mark and Sally spend their days at Black Star.
Aha, we get the building.
Yep.
Was that
Was that the quit and whistle?
the quit and whistle? Time to head for the canning district.
Why is the canning district the cool place to be? They're in a studio.
Order that second margarita.
The Milwaukee Margarita substitutes vermouth for tequila.
Now dance a little closer.
The streetcar shuffle.
Why does it keep freezing on the worst frames?
For the memes.
Well, this is definitely in a studio, not actually in a bar.
Was invented in the
yeah.
canning district.
He doesn't know, does he?
What? Do not remove the M rotor. Do not push on the M rotor in an attempt to reseat during spin-up or cross-spin. In the event of a successful reseat, catalog leaks, real and anticipated, and jettison all affiliated personnel. Do not feel upset or confused. The reseat was successful. Is this related to back in the beginning the what was it? It was the what? It's not a fissure.
The rupture.
The rupture. There you go. Thank you.
It might be. I can't remember if it's actually related to anything. It is funny though.
Young professionals demand the best. That's why Milwaukee's building new and completely fortified apartments. Central air, hardwood floors, great views, Class G certified.
Milwaukee, step up to the streets.
Oh boy,
So
my favorite segment.
The buildings have been updated to be rupture resistant. They can handle ruptures?
By now, you've probably decided to move to Milwaukee. But relocating isn't easy, especially if you've got teenagers. You'll certainly have to have that big family talk. But before you do that, let me give the kids
What's that warning sign?
some fun facts about Milwaukee. Have your wife bring the children into the room during this temporary pause. Sorry, grown-ups. This section's for teens only. Kindly leave the room. Hey, teens. You're moving to Milwaukee. It's America's 22nd largest city. Its chief export is black seed.
Teens.
Milwaukee is an awesome town for teens. Skateboarding, hamburgers, church, toys. You can hoop it up with your friends.
Church?
Boarding, hamburgers, church.
Yeah, all right.
Mm-hmm.
New York Howl. I'm just looking at the. I know that it's
Toys.
graffiti. Also, we have the children's drawings in the garbage bag
Yeah.
and the pen.
You can hoop it up with your friends as long as you follow a few simple instructions and stay out of Sector 21. Here's how.
Teens.
Rule 1, travel in groups wherever you go. Rule 2, never leave home without your rebreather and a flare gun. And Rule 3, if your party is being chased by Godseed fragments, make your way to the nearest structure rated Class K or greater. Don't worry, all our schools are rated at least Class L. And talk about school spirit. Since we're still repopulating the classrooms, there are plenty of opportunities to get involved.
Sit down. I will not
Put that down. Throw him to the Godseed fragments.
Throw him to the Godseed fragment.
Yeah.
What? What was coming?
Leave the room and invite your parents.
Such a great touch. They stop rotating when the music stops. So we have different classes of rupture resistance, clearly. Sneak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure to bring your sneets. Come on.
Leave the room and invite your parents back.
Godseed fragment sounds like a euphemism for semen. No. As we all know, children nowadays are made from microplastics.
Yeah.
Hmm?
The kids seem excited.
Milwaukee, a place for staying. Take a moment to remember.
Wait, current
For stay.
and former residents. Former as in they moved away, or former as in no longer living anywhere.
Staying.
Remember.
Take a moment to remember. Before. Weren't you proud of your town?
What was that?
Before.
The back rooms?
A tunnel.
Weren't
and
you proud of your
actually,
town?
in this context, I'm realizing I think they tried to show a God Seed fragment in motion there, and I didn't catch that back in the day.
Ah, okay.
I don't blame you for
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Dude put his arm in a duct? Okay.
leaving when things got rough. And Blackstar doesn't either. But now, it's time to rebuild. And repopulate.
But
For the next 6 months, Blackstar is giving all former residents the chance to start again, on us. We're offering a relocation stipend of 5,000 dark dollars, plus 2 for years.
is this a company town? You know what a company town is, right?
Yeah, effectively, it's a whole town that's sprung up around a company. It's controlled by the corp.
Specifically, one of the most important parts of a company town is that you are not paid in dollars. You are paid.
You're paid
You
in
are
their
not paid
currency.
in currency. You're paid in company script, which
Yep.
can be used to purchase things in their stores. And of course, they hike up the price and make it so it's impossible to leave, and you have to like take out loans from the company.
Yep.
Yeah, dark dollars are probably company script.
Offering a relocation stipend of 5,000 dark dollars, plus 2 for years of Blackstar housing. A place for possibility.
What is?
A place for staying. Reunion.
Milwaukee was filled with hope when Blackstar came to town. They promised jobs, jobs for everyone. Their money fixed roads and opened hospitals. When Blackstar announced Project Godseed, even the mayor didn't question it. Blackstar said we needed a new god, so we began to build. We were so busy finishing the project that we didn't notice nature withering around us. We never asked to whom this new god would pray. We had to destroy Milwaukee, to save it. And the survivors buried the remnants of Godseed in a sarcophagus deep beneath the Canning district.
This is just anime for white people.
Yeah.
It was their hope that this pharaoh's burial would keep him asleep for all times. No expense was spared. An emerald casket, a golden map, a forgotten weapon. But don't even think about going after the riches. The tomb is buried under thousands of tons of concrete.
I don't care how many tons. If there's riches, I'll find them.
I hope you're not planning to dig there, treasure hunter.
What's it to you? I don't believe in monsters anyway. And besides, ain't he supposed to be dead?
Well, it's not that simple. You know how trees lose their leaves.
That which is
Yeah, I know,
asleep may
it's,
eternal lie, and in strange
know, break that
eons,
face.
even death may die.
Leaves in winter, right?
Yeah!
Well, those leaves regrow in the spring, and I fear the seasons may be changing.
I came to Milwaukee for adventures, not lessons. Now, are you gonna help me? Or are you gonna stand in my way?
You remind me of someone, treasure hunter. Take this.
Thanks, Terry. I'll buy you a hamburger when I get back from the tomb!
I was completely correct.
Yes.
This is anime for white people. I'm glad
It
you're
keeps
going to
going.
get a hamburger.
When he gets back from the tomb!
Light of the heart of your dream. And the light of that concealed will show me that this is. Speak no sanctuary, now with the dimly. I never forget. And the will to improve.
Come on, where are those dancing tea owls?
Give me some TL dance and some TL dumpy. Flaxseed blossom. Stop.
Soldiers millennium. Do you want this nightlife? Bubblegum millennium.
Soldiers, wait. That was wrong. That was different.
Yes.
Next week on Black Star, no Black Star.
Glad you found me, Terry. I thought I was toast.
Here's your ball sack, kid. Now for a slam dunk of my own!
Oh, well, there it is. There's my video. But I'll give you the timestamps version. Because now we
Okay.
gotta pick it up and see just how wild this shit got.
Okay. Where does it go from here?
Oh,
all right.
Oh, you're gonna see.
That's a lot of Y's.
Yeah.
Well, that was an experience. So what did we learn about Milwaukee? A while back, a company named Blackstar came to the city promising jobs, and more jobs, and they did a lot for the area with their money and resources. Then they began working.
This feels like a metaphor for the Rust Belt already. How much do you know about like the Rust Belt of America? This has come up more than once on my stream, weirdly.
In more than major details, not much. The idea being that, we had a ton of industry out in the Midwest, especially the South Midwest. And over time, as new opportunities, cheaper opportunities were found overseas, companies decided to abandon their American roots because labor was cheap, costs were cheaper, and so entire major cities died, and repopulation efforts needed to happen in the wake of that, and it's never totally recovered.
Yeah. Oh, this is good, by the way. Chess Master and Chess Rebel.
Yeah.
Working on Project Godseed, because apparently they could invent a god and felt that people needed that. So they did, but it was a disaster and they had to destroy Milwaukee, bury all the pieces of the project, and now they're trying to get people to move back while fighting what remains of their failure, the Godseed fragments. You may also have noticed the recurrence of this weird thing. Looks like an overgrown onion, right? There are coloring activity sheets with the image of this odd plant early in the video, with a statement.
Ooh, vegetal heart transplant? Let's go.
These belong underground. Where are yours? One of the sheets has writing on it. I am 9 years old. My father was taken by Blackstar for a problem he did. I am sorry, Blackstar. Then there's this moment during the working segment. So yeah, if you see this thing, bury it, because it's probably a piece of Godseed.
Punch it.
This Is My Milwaukee wasn't originally on YouTube. It had its own website, mocked up as being part of the Milwaukee Tourism Commission's internet presence. Now, let's give a quick cheer to the...
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the
We're
old
talking
player.
Agent YouTube. Yep.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It is fennel, yeah. It's basically a fennel.
Nonfiction forums of old and ARGNet, who cover the process for how This Is My Milwaukee developed from there, because this ARGNet article describing actions by unfiction members is all we have to follow the storyline, along with the accidental lucky strike of a wiki made just for this project. It starts with the contact information on the site. Either by phone or by email, you would be directed to a fictional Milwaukee Tourism Commission, who would stay in character and offer information packets by email concerning Blackstar. Hidden in the code for the website was a link to a YouTube video with an encoded title. Decoding it led to the New York Public Library, where the call number in the video, AI3.823, was for a book that held a sheet of paper showing this plant revealed to be a fennel bulb. Included was a phone number. Calling that phone number led to the director of Milwaukee Tourism Commission, Michael Lewis. A user on the Unfiction forum named Citrus reported their call, saying they were told about junior reseating positions, which were team-based and gender-separated. Around the same time, someone found a press release on some news websites from the Milwaukee Tourism Commission, which is quite the extra step to take for something like this. The press release cites Mike Russo, the Vice President of Development, and mentions how the new Tourism Commission has private investors. Shortly after this came the information packets titled, Milwaukee, a Reasonable Haven. This booklet is quite a trip. Here's the introduction. Settlers have always taken risks to get
that face is absolutely our host
Yeah, that's Terry Nanny.
Terry Nanny, there we go.
Press recently.
That is absolutely Terry Nanny.
Is quite a trip. Here's the introduction.
Soy Jack, silence.
Settlers have always taken risks to get rewards. Open land, new animals, adventurers and sights. Now you're a settler. No one said it would be easy, but you're already past the hardest part, realizing you deserve a better life. Now comes the second hardest part, defending yourself from the many Godseed fragments you'll encounter in the desert. But just think how you'll feel when you step through Milwaukee's East Gate. A new home, a steady job, improving infrastructure, avoiding rebels, not unreasonable taxation, continued Godseed fragment attacks. So what are you waiting for, settler? We're excited to meet you. Do not enter through the north gate.
Okay, so now that you're pausing it, and now that I've had more time, because when you're in the video process, you don't get everything unless you really take extensively long time with it. But I'm realizing more, especially in the context of who Cinedyne is and what they did at large, that there is so much commentary about this, and so much of that commentary that is occurring to me now, because it was already there, but now it's really so much bigger in the grand scheme of it, especially with their catalog. That this is such a huge statement about how corporations will come, promise you amazing things, abuse their power and opportunity, destroy situations for people, and then force you to come back and live in their shitstorm, telling you to smile.
Right.
It's very clear.
Yeah, they create the problem and then give the only solution.
Yeah.
Anna Tate Mellon, Mayor. The first few pages reveal that this information packet is
He turneth to enjoyin' the sight of the pie.
I love this workbook.
Oh, this is fucking awful. Oh, this is great. Illustration too much? ML. Wait, were commissioned at great expense. They are staying in.
not final. It was a working draft sent out too early. There are some jokes in here and some items of note, like the incentives table, which can award you a personal lunch with the mayor and the Black Star sort of slang if you're part of Power Class 40 or above, whatever that means. The rest of the book feels like a lot of
You know what this looks like to me? This looks like a table in a tabletop role-playing system. This is
I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, right. You have 100%. That's what this is referencing. It's money in the bank. Here's a sampling of what the successful traveler stands to gain just by relocating. Oh, dark dollars. DD. Right, former resident, 5,000. 2 years Black Star housing. Family. No. Dark dollars. Personal luncheon with Terry Nanny. Polly skilled. Power class 40 plus. Black Star sword of slaying. Oh my god. Special. Big key. But wait, MTC. Gender specific rebreather. Teen specific rebreather. Skateboard. Former resident. Welcome back partner. Gift basket. A family gets 2,500 dark dollars. I'm kind of just looking at this. Personal luncheon with Anna Tate Mellon. If you're power class 40 plus. And a franchising opportunity for Fabrizio's. Right, Fabrizio's was the restaurant in the museum.
Yeah, well, where they'll serve you lasagna.
Yeah, and hamburger.
Hamburger.
Class 40 or above, whatever that means. The rest of the book feels like a lot of sporadic world building, really stressing the idea that not only does Black Star run the show and needs people to enlist in their Godseed fighting efforts,
Sell unneeded weapons and armor. Create Bad roommate. Create a shared schedule for chores like washing the dishes and cleaning the bathroom. Duel your roommate for dark dollars or items in the fight gallery. Or arrange for regular quiet time hours on weekday evenings. Constant sense of dread. Think about the Black Star machinery you work with during the day. Is there any item, however small or insignificant, that could be slightly out of place? Is there any chance you made a careless oversight that will lead inextricably to catastrophe?
Yeah, which probably is what that one screen in the nightclub was actually about.
Yeah,
don't you guys love when the slow creep of corporatocracy reduces your town to an RPG?
Yay! That's literally what the metaverse was trying to be, except for everyone everywhere.
Yeah.
God, Christ, could you imagine?
We even have a legendary hero, Voltaire.
Yeah.
Version of Milwaukee
Voltaire.
is an RPG.
Wait. Once while strolling through the outer provinces, Voltaire happened upon a struggling machinist. Sir, implored the machinist, how am I to concentrate on my labors when my chateau is under constant assault by the banditry? Voltaire left promptly without responding. If only we could all be entities of Voltaire's power class, unburdened and capable of rapid conveyance. Most of us are more like the chateau, under assault, largely stationary, and in danger of lasting structural damage. What the fuck? He just Chad walked away.
Yeah, for someone with a problem.
The booklet does contain one thing, however. On this page, with the Old English worker's tale, we have the phrase, Chuck did eat, right after a line referencing Twitter and tweet. This produced a Twitter account, Chuck did eat, following this guy from the video. He's a foodie going around Milwaukee to try its restaurants and eating spots. This activity led to a night at a dinner party, described in a long flow of tweets, which followers of the game suspected was actually hinting at a dead drop in Cafe Gratitude, located in San Francisco. Players who went looking found an envelope with part of a map inside, which was meant to be combined with an existing segment sent by fax to another player at random around the same time from New York City.
What the fuck?
Taking both pieces and a third, which was found on a secret page from the website, players generated a full map to be used with page 26 of the booklet, containing a table that would guide them into the doleful city. It was realized with all this information that Act 2 would take place on January 17th, 3 p.m. in New York at Central Park, with the meeting place at a spot matching the treasure hunter's intervention in the video. That got all sorts of crazy connected, right? Amazing.
What the hell?
So what happened? Well, a bunch of members of Unfiction came together on that day and met at the spot, with one of them actually filming the process, which is an awesome resource to have now. A man named Joey from the Missouri Tourism Commission showed up, gave them postcards and family trees, and passed one member a trophy from the Champion Dynasty Fund. A lot of questioning unfolds concerning the world build of this alternate universe.
Look at the way that she holds it like an egg. I will protect this.
Milwaukee, with Joey answering faithfully. He also informs the group about the importance of the V4.
Yeah, so this shit got actual boots on the ground live.
He also...
This dude looks like if Alan Resnick was just told that he's being evicted.
Yes. It totally does.
Informs the group about...
Hey, Cairo. I'm having a bit of a rough go of it, but I'm alive. I've got my friend here with me. I've got chat. So I can't be doing that bad.
The importance of the V formation to counter the power run, along with shouting bonus while holding a family tree. Workers may take any appearance, including one that may disguise their true nature. Joey decides to lead the assembled group on a brief walk, where he mentions that the key to effectively utilizing the Champion Dynasty Fund trophy lies in the wielder shouting "Bonub" at the target. Everything is interrupted when a worker is spotted from across the clearing. He is the only man in Central Park wearing short sleeves, and indeed he is decked out in a button-down collared shirt and slacks. Joey quickly huddles the allies behind a tree and distributes family trees to everyone, readying a counterattack to the anticipated power run. The worker ends up attacking, and the Unfiction 4 members use the bonus technique as well as Bo Nub, disabling the enemy.
This is fucking great.
Guys, get ready. Get ready. Get ready for bonus. Ready?
Oh, he's
ready like
coming.
me. Ready?
Oh, he's
3,
coming.
2, 1.
Bonus! 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 Bonus!
Dicey Bono, quick get
This is amazing.
He ends up throwing money at the group and runs away with Joey chasing him. A code left on the money indicates their next clue is at 888 8th Avenue. It turns out to be an ice cream shop.
This is so insane.
And
Oh
look,
my
Fred, look
God.
who it is.
Wait, what?
Where the
It's
three
the
young
three
professionals in the
women!
video
It's them. Hey.
are hanging out. When they see the players, they run away, leaving behind a small coded book. It's a journal from a character who works for Blackstar, Mars Madison, who helped players online finish the map. The diary, when decoded, revealed that Terry Nanny was the head of Blackstar's communications department, and
Yeah, no
Blackstar also
surprise.
caused an outage as propaganda. That seems to refer to a power outage, as a previous message mentions Blackstar's control over energy policy. So, then what happened? If I knew, it would bring comfort to a lot of people who play This Is My Milwaukee, because apparently the game just stopped cold right there. The
Aw.
wiki I've been consulting has no further information, and to confirm, I rolled the dice a few times on the Internet Wayback Machine to access the Unfiction Forum topics. In March of 2009, just a month and a half after the diary drop in New York, we get this topic. Recommendations for Timmers looking for a new game? I know Tim, This Is My Milwaukee, drew a lot of new people, myself included, to Unfiction and large-scale ARG participation. Since Tim is a bit comatose at the moment, I'd love some other puzzles to wrap my brain around. Then in September of 2009, another. Who else keeps coming back? I'm assuming everyone has moved on, but does anyone else still check this every now and then, unrealistically hoping that something new will be here? My very first ARG, and it never even finished.
I feel like the people who came into ARGs with This Is My Milwaukee got the full experience, where it starts out super exciting, something live and in person, and then it just dies. That's the real ARG experience right there.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. A lot of projects in this field, and to the field's credit, in
You're kinda
recent
quiet.
years, there are so. Oh man, to the field's credit, in recent years, there are so many more projects that have actually succeeded in finishing the damn experience. But back in the day, oh man, it was tough. It was tough to
Yeah.
find a good game and then actually see it wrap up. So yeah, you're not wrong. It's very sad though, because it was so well put together for everything up to that point.
All that work, all that effort, all that money and planning, and it somehow dropped dead. No one could have predicted that. As quickly as it had risen up, This Is My Milwaukee just stopped. Then, with one chapter begun and not even legitimately finished, Cinedyne moved on to chapter 2 of their history in 2010 with a YouTube-based oddity, Pronunciation Book. On April 14,
wait,
2010, the first video was
Yep.
uploaded.
Wait, this was
It then
them?
made its way through an odd assortment
This
of
was
words.
them.
What the fuck?
But
Really?
wait, it gets better than that.
Mio de Noche.
Names in alphabetical order, many of them related to popular culture at the time, like Kesha, Justin Bieber,
Hey, Aoife.
Ipa, hey.
and Nike. This behavior didn't last long, changing to reflect any variety of words regardless of order, and then experiencing a new phase, relating phrases, starting with the most concerning. How to ask for help in English, which said, "Please help me escape from this place." This is the moment that traction began to rise for Pronunciation Book, since it was an unusual and at times hilarious move. It then became frankly odd, hinting at connective tissue through statements like, "We might still be together if we hadn't gone on that mission. She is the finest regulator I've ever worked with. Don knows what happened on the riverboat. And you can't understand what it's like to be stuck here." It went
How do you
back to
express
normal for a bit,
disappointment?
and then on July 9th, 2013, it took a turn.
Something is going to happen in 77 days. I've been trying to tell you something for 1,183 days. Something is going to happen in 76 days. I'm awake now. Things are clearing up. I'm not saying the words anymore. Something is going to happen in 75 days.
This totally falls flat, doesn't it? Oh.
Videos continuing the countdown were uploaded each day after that, attracting sudden massive attention online. Meanwhile, on Twitter, a similar account was active under the name Horse eBooks. Originally a Twitter spam bot designed by a Russian to make money off of spam links, it gained attention by trying to fight Twitter's detection systems by including odd statements people found absurdly funny. Curiosity about it increased in September of 2014, when news broke that someone at BuzzFeed named Jacob Vakala had tracked down the account owner and taken Horse eBooks a few years prior. Now, here's where these two meet. How to pronounce Horse eBooks.
Horse eBooks. Horse eBooks.
Horse eBooks. It's morning in cyberspace, and the systems are in love. A spam bot and a channel. What would the parents think? Together again. It's all just data in the net. But we're just getting started. There is a man named Dalton. Dalton is dangerous. He is rich, he is strong, and he is going to crash the stock market. Sidewalks crack and streets go dark. 10,000 bankers shake and scream for Dalton's pyramid. Where are the regulators? That's where you come in. I've been trying to tell you something for 5 years. You're in the elevator. You're right on time, like a regulator should be. You are a beautiful system. This is the world we're in, and this is what is happening. What's that tune? Everyone is singing. You are first class. You are ready. And you are the regulator who will see the shining data in the stars of Bear Stearns Bravo. Bear Stearns Bravo.
That same day, Horse eBooks issued a tweet sharing that video, a phone number, and the name Bear Stearns Bravo. The phone number, when called, would be answered by Jacob Bakala and Thomas Bender, the members of Cinedyne, who read a Horse eBooks tweet and then hung up. Bear Stearns Bravo was provided as a link in the video description of the final upload on Pronunciation Book, encouraging viewers to play. But what was Bear Stearns Bravo?
Yep, here it is. Here's the other half of exactly why I knew you and the Owlets would love this. Here it comes. Grab hold of the bars, we're going down the hill.
All right.
Have a look.
Some people think that the market can't think for itself. Those are the same kind of goody-goody beatniks who take their breakfast cereal with soy milk instead of boiling water.
This is American Evangelion. Yeah. Agreed.
Still don't get it? Is there a weird feeling in your stomach or an odd taste in your mouth?
Was this all just promotion for a series that they were doing?
Yes. And the punchline is only getting started.
Okay.
This join page from the Bear Stearns Bravo website. The regulators are illegal tourists in LA's deadliest zone. Finesse your way through the gilded corridor as Franco, or brawl the bullies of East Free Trade as Henry. On LA's black market, everything's for sale.
Wait, as Henry? Is that Henry Zabrowski?
If you're talking about a guy who's in the show Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell, apparently, yeah.
Henry Zabrowski is a member of Last Podcast on the Left.
Ah. I know that somebody in here is from something else that's notable, but I can't remember exactly.
Secrets, combat mortgages, and love. You'll access all the data through BravoNet, a revolutionary computer network with full-text message boards and personalized interactive modules. News, sports, stock quotes, romance. Download it all on BravoNet. We're waiting for you. You then fill out your information and choose whether to play a banker or a regulator for the story, which is about a futuristic 90s CD-ROM game-style art project about the 2008 housing crisis.
It's...
Yep! Yep! That's what this is!
That is so specific. Say that again?
CD-ROM game banker or a regulator for the story, which is about a futuristic 90s CD-ROM game-style art project about the 2008 housing crisis. Yes, seriously.
What?
Bear Stearns was a real bank that was deeply involved in
Well, yes, I know that Bear Stearns was one of the people responsible for the housing
the
crisis.
securities fraud wave that brought down the market in 2008 and sent the economy spiraling into a recession. They collapsed during the breakdown and were effectively forced into a sale to JP Morgan Chase by the government. That is what...
Don't you love it when, like, a terrible economic crisis drives further centralization of banking firms, further perpetuating more crises?
Yeah.
Aw,
Don't you
yeah,
love when
baby.
something fun, mysterious, and engaging brings itself to a head of being a story about something that you don't want to give a fuck about anymore, having lived through the tragic news cycle for years? And the period in time that made everybody suffer? What an amazing topic for a fun ARG game, isn't it?
It's miserable. That is so miserable.
But this was all leading
And it
up
gets
to.
worse.
That's what all the excitement and teasing was about. An ARG for a comedic sci-fi take on the very recent and very unappealing 2008 housing crisis.
That is 100% Henry Zabrowski.
2007. This
Why is he
Bear
there?
Stearns, and this is our future. Thanks to subprime mortgages, we made more money last quarter than Russia. I'm here today to lay out our long-term battle plans.
When interviewed by Vice about the reveals on Pronunciation Book and Horsey Books, Cinedyne had this to say. We consider ourselves principally video artists with some emphasis on conceptual and performance art. We're influenced by data and the amount of information we create these days. Horse eBooks is connected intimately to Bear Stearns Bravo. It's a personage in that world, and so is Pronunciation Book. Some of this is a reaction to corporate personhood and what it would mean if these things were people. With Horse eBooks and Pronunciation Book, what would it mean if they fell in love? That's what we're trying to do with Bear Stearns. Let people feel the emotions of banking. It's also about mythologizing the financial collapse of 2007 to 2008, which I feel is really important and hasn't been investigated too heavily yet. There's no coherent response.
What?
I'm going to give you a second to let this sink in.
What?
And while it happens, I'd like you to imagine being someone who followed...
Okay. I feel like I need to make something clear. Mythology needs space in between the thing happening and the thing that's being mythologized. And something like this is born out of a general cultural sentiment, not constructed. This feels artificial. I can't say that I can get behind this.
Oh yeah, no, it smacked and still does smack of a feeling of wanting to say that's you guys want to know the difference between art and propaganda? Anything that is made with the intention of wanting to say something about society or elements of the world, especially in the news cycle, is propaganda. This is not art. This smacks of we want to go ahead and really impress upon people how shitty and evil big banks are. So we're gonna shove it down your throats as a sudden heel turn from two completely unrelated projects, telling you that they are intimately connected. Just pulling the rug out from under you at the end of these two compelling, funny, engaging mysteries in order to serve you the 2008 financial crisis.
The reason that 1984 works as a critique of society is not because it's talking about the larger machinations of society. It's because it's talking about the personal experience with that. What is it like to be a person in it? Um, and there are inherent problems with personifying something like a corporation. Would you buy me like 20 seconds to go and get a book real quick? Because this reminds
Go
me of
ahead.
something. I've
Go right
been
ahead.
getting through Count Zero again. Like I've tried a couple times and it didn't quite grip me, but I'm trying one more time. And there's a line in there that I love but it's on the couch. Give me a sec.
No problem. Let's also, everybody, take into account how This Is My Milwaukee had no solid ending. Okay? It had no solid ending. Players were confused, players were sad, asking themselves what would happen next.
Okay.
And then instead of actually ending the game and honoring those initial players, they just decided to whirl into this next thing.
Yeah, it's really disrespectful. I I personally find it disrespectful. There is a beautiful moment. So there is a man named Virek who is in charge of one of the mega corporations in like this classic cyberpunk setting. This is the sequel to Neuromancer, by the way, so same setting.
Mhm.
So think if you're thinking this, think Cyberpunk 2076, like the cyberpunk game. That's basically what this is. And someone has a person who used to run, someone who is well versed in the art world has been brought in to track a few specific pieces of art. And there's a line as this CEO of this massive corporation um, is speaking. Uh, Hold on, let me see if I can find it. It's like right around here. Uh, Let me see. Do you not wish to be employed? You'll be given a salary. Do. Okay, here we go. Yes, I think that this is what I'm looking for. So Virek is old, very old, and is being kept alive in a vat, basically. He communicates um, through sensory, uh, he communicates through illusions, basically. He says, okay, there's a conversation. She asks, Herr Virek, what if I fail? How long do I have to locate the artist? The rest of your life, he said. Forgive me, she found herself saying to her horror, but I understood you say that you live in a vat. Yes, Marley. And from that rather terminal perspective, I should advise you to strive to live hourly in your own flesh, not in the past, if you understand me. I speak as one who can no longer tolerate that simple state, the cells of my body having opted for the quixotic pursuit of individual careers. I imagine that a more fortunate man or a poorer one would have been allowed to die at last or be coded at the core of some bit of hardware. But I seem constrained by a Byzantine net of circumstances that requires, I understand, something like a tenth of my annual income, making me, I suppose, the world's most expensive invalid. I was touched, Marley, at your affairs of the heart. I envy you the ordered flesh from which they unfold. It's a slightly different spot that I'm specifically looking for. He speaks of the corporations, right? Like this is a person at the head of this corporation, right?
Mhm.
And he explains do 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 I'm screaming. I'm screaming. It's in here. I swear to God, it's in here. The writing is so good.
Hope stream is well. We still need to do that OM stream idea together sometime.
Hey there. Yes, we do. We do. Hey there. How are you doing? Choco. Let's see. I'm screaming right now. I am screaming right now. I'm looking through the same couple of pages.
That feel when you know it's right there.
Buy
you
me
know exactly
time.
what you're looking for.
Buy me fucking time. I'm going to lose my
Okay.
mind if I don't find
Yeah.
this now.
So this really, see, they say that they've been with pronunciation books and horsey books that they were trying to say things for 5 years. I don't really buy it, especially because they took over horse ebooks. When it comes to pronunciation book, sure, they had a story idea. They started seeding it into pronunciation book. They used the other pronunciations as a smokescreen, right?
Right.
But altogether, it's just for them to have built all of this just for this punchline. God, they and This Is My Milwaukee was right in the time of the 2008 financial crisis. So what
Right.
I imagine must have happened is they had so much strength with what they were doing with This Is My Milwaukee. And then the news cycle was inescapable. Hi, Bo. Yeah, it's me.
Hey, Bo.
The news cycle must have been inescapable at that point. And
Right.
them with being brand new to this, having hit it off with This Is My Milwaukee, getting in a touch of news cycle themselves, getting people invested and involved, they must have gotten so high off of the idea of doing something important, having to do with something that was constantly in the 24/7 news cycle. That was this big, impactful thing. That they were so caught up in the moment that they convinced themselves their next art project probably had to be this big thing, and then committed to that. Except it overlooked entirely, I believe. It insists upon itself. Yeah, it does insist upon itself.
It insists upon itself. I didn't like The Godfather. It insists upon itself.
You son of a bitch!
Okay, I found the bit, by the way.
Okay.
So he says, please. He patted the bench's random mosaic of shattered pottery with a narrow hand. You must forgive my reliance on technology. I have been confined for over a decade to a vat in some hideous industrial suburb of Stockholm, or perhaps of hell. I am not a well man, Marley. Sit beside me. Taking a deep breath, she descended the stone steps and crossed the cobbles. Herr Vierek, she said, I saw your lecture in Munich 2 years ago, a critique of Fassler and his Autistisches Theater. You seemed well then. Oh, there we go, covering the camera. Fassler, Vierek's tanned forehead wrinkled. You saw a double, a hologram perhaps. Many things, Marley, are perpetrated in my name. Aspects of my wealth have become autonomous by degrees. At times they even war with one another, rebellion in the fiscal extremities. However, for reasons so complex as to be entirely occult, the fact of my illness has never been made public. This line is exactly what I was looking for. Aspects of my wealth have become autonomous by degrees. At times they even war with one another, rebellion in the fiscal extremities. The problem with taking a corporation and personifying it is that something as large as this bank is too large and too complicated to be personified in a way that does justice to that complexity. I think that there is value in simplification, but I disagree on its face the idea of taking a massive corporation and personifying it. That is, as you said, the job of propagandists, not of satirists.
Yeah. And it doesn't even feel satirical so much as it does feel like caricature, what they have presented here.
To be clear, personification of things is not bad on its face. Personification of a massive corporation, however, in this instance, I find worse than useless.
Yeah. And that idea, oh my god, that somebody's wealth could be that massive and that uncontrollable at its size, that it becomes autonomous and at war with itself. You could see that happening, because there becomes a point where there is legitimately too much money to control.
Right.
That you just can't.
Mm-hmm. And that is personified. So this is a good personification, right? Like William Gibson does a good personification of this wealth in Virek, in this CEO, in that his body is falling apart, right? His cells are going in their different independent directions.
Their individualized careers.
Right.
What a way to say it.
I know, right? That line, I want to read that line again. That's just so good. What a fantastic line. It's let me see if I can find this. Yeah. I speak as one who can no longer tolerate that simple state, the cells of my body having opted for the quixotic pursuit of individual careers.
And quixotic, too.
Yeah.
The word choice
so
there.
Good.
And how
It's so
reflective of a
good.
character that this is his thought process, to channel what he's describing as his bodily shutdown in terms of business.
Right?
Wow.
It's so good.
It is.
That is a good personification. This is
Yeah.
Count Zero. It's the sequel to Neuromancer. I don't think it's pronounced quixotic. I've heard it pronounced quixotic. Yeah. Here, Google.
Quixotic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's always how I've heard it pronounced.
Yeah. But I feel you on that, especially because it also just feels too easy, doesn't it? With their caricature of Bear Stearns Bravo, of being this high pressure, angry shouting, whatever he's on kind of guy, bragging about everything that he does, talking about basically soy boys before that was an abusive term. It feels so easy. It doesn't feel like art. It does feel like propaganda.
And it commits the worst sin of all. It feels childish.
It is.
By the way,
It is. It feels childish.
Thanks for the 9 months, Choco.
Pronunciation books countdown.
The punchline gets better. Keep watching.
Oh, good.
And while it happens, I'd like you to imagine being someone who followed Pronunciation Book's countdown, only to get this as the big reveal. Now I want you to imagine finding out the group responsible was the very same who ran This Is My Milwaukee, which you played faithfully, only to see suddenly abandoned with no explanation. Got the feeling? Good. Here are the top comments from the Horse eBooks video on Pronunciation Guide ushering in Bear Stearns Bravo. So this channel was just an elaborate advertisement for some silly game. How to pronounce big disappointment. 1 year later, still disappointed. I come back to this video every once in a while just to make sure I've thumbed it down. Yes, it's almost 2 months later, and I'm still mad. And finally, the cherry on top. This is one of the rare YouTube videos that has a negative approval rating, with 1,500 more dislikes than likes. I can also tell you that during the day this happened, I was in a thread on a forum speculating what was about to go down, and when it finally came, the reactions were much more negative because it was in a space not moderated by YouTube filters.
Right.
No one, not a single soul, was
wanna
asking
know
for
where
a
I was?
comedy, sci-fi, ARG.
Where were you?
I caught wind of it and then proceeded to check out what people were thinking on a 4chan thread.
I was gonna
So when I
say.
say very carefully where it was much more negative, but I
Yeah.
wasn't about to say what was happening. Hey MJ! MJ Anderson of AirGNet, still annoyed at Gabe Dunn getting gaslit to protect the secret. Yeah, but I was in a 4chan thread, and oh boy, did they let it fly like they always do. Because, man, when something actually cool and mysterious is happening, and you're in a 4chan thread about it, sure, there's the juvenilia, there's the free reign of language, but there's an actual positive, happy, we're all in this together undercurrent.
Hmm.
So then when that dropped and people were pissed and disappointed, you could feel it. It wasn't just 4chan users using, taking off their social acceptable cap. People were actually unhappy, and we all felt that. It's like, this is what you were up to this entire time. We thought it was going to be amazing, and this is what you dropped. So that's where I was.
Right. Yeah, what?
No one, not a single soul, was asking for a comedy, sci-fi, ARG about the criminals who helped destroy the housing market and made it impossible for millions of people to achieve the American dream of owning a home. Nobody wanted to even hear the name Bear Stearns anymore. No one wanted that tragedy mythologized, and there weren't any people who wanted to feel the emotions of banking or see a spam bot fall in love with a YouTube channel. Polygon.com did a summary of the game for anyone who was sincerely confused about what had just happened, which was most people, and it gets worse. That game is, fittingly, a bizarre take at the fictional 31st century version of banking firm Bear Stearns, in which the player, a bank regulator, and his partner must gather evidence for the bank's surprise midnight trial. It's all set in full motion video, offering the player dialogue choices or the option to arrest whoever they're talking to at set junctions. The first impact of Bear Stearns Bravo is free. The second impact costs $7 to access, and also unlocks full text message boards and personalized interactive modules, and news, sports, stock quotes, romance?
Pause it. You know what? You go first, Fred. You go first.
The surprise midnight trial reminds me of QAnon. Anyway, go on.
Costs $7 to access, unlocking full text message boards and personalized interactive modules, and all the other crap. Okay. The issue of ARGs when it comes to financing and kickback for artists, which is due when you put in great work, and often, one might argue, when you put in work, period, has been a very long-standing problem. This is not how you do it. Especially when your topic is about financial abuses and setups in order to enrich yourself as a villain. Think about that for a moment. We're talking about a game centered around the evils of Bear Stearns and unregulated bankers who got hung out to dry for what they did behind the scenes, or at least people tried to hang them out to dry. They did not try hard enough. And then you shadow drop this as the heel turn to two other projects people are invested in, and then say, okay, if you want the full experience, though, and the ability to talk to each other to complete it, pay us. Fuck you, is how I felt when I saw this. The big, honest reaction I had was, fuck you. This is not how you do this.
This didn't have any precedent either.
No.
To be clear.
It had no lead up. It had no press about what they were going to do and what it was going to be. They just whipped this out at the end of pronunciation book and horsey books, and then you get this experience right in front of your face. And the first, in fact, is free. The rest of it, pay us $7. And mind you, this was about 2013. All right? They were, you're right, is that there was no precedent. It just, here's the experience, and if you want it in full, you're going to pay us. Come on! Oh, MJ Anderson has some tidbit for us here. It was even worse. They flat out lied to a Daily.Journal implying it was attached to a major property. Oh my god, I did not know that.
Oh dear.
That is so much worse.
Oh, that's rough. Oh dear.
Yeah, the friggin' audacity.
Nick, I might have something to show you in the future along these lines, so we should have you back on again soon. I wanna have you on again regularly.
I would love to. And I'd love to have you over at my place too for new stuff that nobody else has seen, or myself.
Yeah. I would love to. Let's chat. We'll chat.
Yeah.
Bless you for your work, MJ.
That's right. Everything mentioned in the BravoNet section of this page was initially rolled out as a paid-for expansion. A giant bait-and-switch ARG about money-obsessed villains pulling a fast one was bringing people in for free, and then showing them an exclusive paid option for message board access. Granted, the effort to make Bear Stearns Bravo reportedly involved over 100 people, so they needed some kind of way to break even from their expenses. I understand that completely. But to go through all of that for Bear Stearns Bravo, and for $7 a person, offering this? I was there to witness the reactions on the final YouTube video and in a forum without a filter. There has never been a bigger go stand in back of a horse and hit it with a book moment in the history of ARG. Yeah. And as the feedback poured in, the members of Cinedyne sat in a small room in New York City, picking up phones to read out horse ebook tweets. That all took place in September of 2013.
You don't need to do that by yourself. You can set up automated systems like this easy and cheap.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they thought of that back in 2013. Obviously, we have it more accessible now, but
this has been around for ages. No, this would have been just as easy back then.
Yeah.
There's no reason to have to sit in a small room and do this yourself. They did it the hard way for some reason.
They have not been heard of since. To this day, no one really understands what happened here. Not with This Is My Milwaukee, not with the amount of, yes, good, this is a smart idea conversations that must have happened for Bear Stearns Bravo, not with Cinedyne after the fact. Nothing. Art is subjective, and if you really believe in an idea or a project, you gotta go for it, even if some people are going to roll their eyes or just not get it. It's the truth. Even if it's going to be a low audience turnout or some people will call it a failure, you have to do what you must, and don't let hell itself stop you. We get some of the best stuff at times because
he looks like a leather bag.
People dare go for it and be fancy pants icons.
This is the kind of complexion you get from a tanning bed.
Yeah. Concept artists. Those are some of my favorite people and personal inspirations. If you're compelled, screw what I think or anybody else. Go make your project and give it your all. But at the same time, my mind is still reeling with the question, why Bear Stearns Bravo? Why? No one, even for a moment, really considered what an explosive deflation this was going to be at the end of the most mysterious countdown to hit the internet in years. And to give people the emotion of banking and mythologize the 2008 housing crisis? You didn't think this might go over like a lead balloon? Seriously?
Yeah, that's not great.
On the positive side, the media they created for Bear Stearns Bravo is really cool. They clearly put a lot of time and effort into it. This execution, though, and the dedication to such a concept, I can't wrap my head around it. I'll always...
You know what the problem is? It's sophomoric.
It is. And they never finished their freshman job.
Yeah, exactly.
remember the way the internet reacted, and I'll never forget what I felt when I was tricked into being excited for an ARG in the form of an oversaturated lecture finger-wagging at a group of suited clowns we'd all happily forgotten we hated. Nobody feels anything about banking or securities markets except when they're mad or fearful. Why would you design a whole interactive experience around it? I felt like I had been exposed to an online project written by political cartoonists, and that's just awful. Nobody wants...
I fucking hate political cartoons. That's what this feels like. It feels like a political cartoon. I hate political cartoons of all kinds. They're just the worst.
Yeah.
It is so bankrupt. No pun intended.
Yeah. In other words, I probably would have loved this camp. MJ says, yeah, if it hadn't been this at the core, the camp is awesome. Like, on the surface, everything outside of what this is underneath is freaking awesome. It just, the core is, it's Bear Stearns. Come on.
Okay, there is one good thing that that political cartoons are good for, and that's taking Ben Carrison comics and making stupid edits like this. The cum car as opposed to the piss car. The cum car is the real Chad.
I could drive a cum car.
What else is good? Here we go. This is good. The cum bandwagon. Big semen get the cum. How familiar are you with Ben Garrison?
I've seen one of these before.
Okay, yeah, no, just the most cooked political cartoons. Boo.
Yeah, and the punchline is cum.
It's free. No, Ben Garrison makes like absolutely cooked political cartoons, but then just like editing them to have to shit like this, right? Big semen. Cum media. This is the one thing it's good for.
Yeah.
No, I hate political cartoons. I've never seen a good one. Ever.
That taste in their mouth. Cinedyne have some brilliance to them. They truly do. You need to be brilliant to do the things they've done. From the entirety of This Is My Milwaukee to the success of Horse eBooks and Pronunciation Book, and all that technical work involved in Bear Stearns Bravo. I wouldn't call any of their projects failures. If they had separated Bear Stearns Bravo from Horse eBooks and Pronunciation Book, made it completely its own thing with its own trailheads, and removed the name of the real company who helped bring down the economy, it wouldn't have imploded like that. But to work everybody up and perform this nonsensical bait and switch while letting players eventually work out that both accounts have human-type characters in the game as your grand tie-in? No. No.
This is the problem with building hype. If you build hype, you have to pay it off. And you might get attention, but the best you can do if you hype something up a ton is meet expectations. It's why I'm so hesitant to hype anything that I'm doing, right? Like, I never intended to hype the Eve video. I was just like, yeah, I'm making a big video. Everyone's like, all right. I wasn't like, this is going to be the best thing ever. Oh, this is the best writing I've ever done. It's like, no, it's going to be big. That's it.
I like a little excitement. Like, when I am excited for something, I like to share that.
Well, that's different.
It's that kind of little bit of, because when I've got something that I feel is really good for a video, and I'm just sitting here and I'm working on it, I keep shaking my head like, damn, this is so much. This is so good. There's so much to love about this, and it's just like my passion is leaking over. It's like I am gonna go on Twitter and tell people this next one is really exciting. This is a fun one,
Right.
but yeah, just a
Well,
tiny
that's an
bit of organic hype.
that's an expression of your excitement, not
Yeah.
just like saying this is going to be the best thing ever. Also, hey, welcome in everyone who came in from Rev, the unofficial Rev raid. Hope you're all doing well. Cedric, if you're waiting for 6 hours to watch the Eve video, don't. Nobody has.
I didn't finish it in 6 hours straight.
Very few people actually watched it start to finish in 6 hours. It is divided into like 28 segments or something. It's divided into bite-sized segments, so you can watch it in pieces. And there are timestamps.
Yeah.
So don't worry about finding 6 hours to sit down with it. And I wrote it in such a way that even if you set it down for a few days and come back, it should make sense.
And YouTube has the pick up put down thing too.
Yeah. Yep. No, don't. You're committed to sledgehammer viewing. There are other ways. You don't have to suffer.
Everyone's that way.
ARG loves to play the gotcha card and reveal the intellectual property under the mask, but this is so not how it's done. Cinedyne is quite the odd art collective, often praised and maligned, known for the biggest moment in the field of falling right off the balance beam, and for making a major first impression that they also failed to finish. Their work is a series of fever dreams, and so is their history, but their potential and ability is without question. I wouldn't be surprised to see them return someday, and if they do, I'll be right nearby to cheer them on. They can do it. I know they can. Thanks for joining me tonight, everyone.
That's the other thing that pisses me off, is that happened in 2013. It's been over 10 years. Unless there is a project out there that people know about that they have never claimed ownership on, I'm a little pissed off that they haven't tried again, because they have it in them. Obviously, the second project was a terrible outcome. They're probably a little scarred, they're a little bit burned, to say the least. But it's been 10 years. These are brilliant people. They just were misguided at the time. They had the sophomore mistake. I would love to see them return and give it a shot again, and commit to getting it right.
Yeah. It's clear that they have. It's clear that they can. And they just don't. I get the trepidation. But like clearly, I know that at least one person went off to go and do his own thing that did well. Oh my gosh, Netro, another 5 gifted subs? That's 20 total, and then what, 1,000 bits earlier? Thank you so much. Holy hell.
Metro's
Enjoy,
very
everyone.
kind.
Going to sleep. All right, go and rest well.
Sleep tight, Metro.
Okay. I'm just also setting up because after this stream, I'm going to keep streaming on someone else's stream, and we were scheduled to do it relatively soon. Yeah, now is when we were going to do it. So like, if you want more of me, I am going to continue to be doing ARG stuff today because Susu has been very excited to show me something, and now I'm nervous. Like, she's excited. For those who don't know, she's the person who rigged my model. So, a very, very important and special person. Someone who I'm going to be working with again, most likely, in the near future.
Oh,
oh, did I just say that out loud?
Oh.
Oh. It's going to be on her channel. We'll be going over there when that happens. But no, we pretty much hit everything that we wanted to touch on, right?
Yep, that's it. That's the end
Yeah.
of the video.
Yeah,
That's the history of Cinedyne.
I found what a disappointing end, right? Like so much potential, and they like My Milwaukee standalone is great.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like
It was such a good time.
it didn't have to end the way that it did, and
No, it
yeah.
didn't.
No, thank you so much for coming on. Streams with you are really, they're easy. They're easy in the sense that it's very easy to carry on conversation with you. And just being with you is very natural. I like it. You are
Always,
the
man.
big natural.
I feel very natural with you too, Fred.
Mm. Ah. Yeah, I have friends on my shoulders.
Yeah.
No, but Nick, this has been fantastic. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, as always, Frederick.
Mm.
And outlets. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
Oh boy, I don't know what Series has got in store for you, but I hope it doesn't end with a banking condemnation.
Okay. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, we have okay. We got to stick around for the hype train, right? Oh my God. We're already at a level 2 hype train because of the 5 gifted subs. I feel like we got to hang out just for a little bit, right? When all
Just
this
a little.
happens. Scam train, choo choo.
Hikari with Kremko Inc. 300 bits saying friends.
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 Yeah, just friends who hang out together and don't do anything untoward.
Not at all.
Never.
We wouldn't
Oh,
dream of it.
Ender, thank you. Oh my God, wait a minute. Why is Mochi silent? Let me refresh. Uh-oh. My connections. Twitch. How can I refresh it? Settings. I think I need to just restart it. Okay, I'm gonna close it and then restart it. Program breaking. Everything's breaking forever. Who would have thought that running like a million different interconnected programs together might occasionally create problems? There we go.
I would have thunk it.
Especially on a Steam-powered computer. Shoo shoo.
Yeah.
Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Hey, Wannabe Moogle, thank you.
Oh,
yeah,
Crossing
I
Fandoms.
was excited.
Crossing Fandoms, thank you for the 500 bits. Are you in every fandom?
Indie Rooster Knight with 100. Mochi
gosh,
getting their
thank
gem
you.
ripped out and shoved back in.
Be good to Mochi. We've decided, by the way, canonically, that Mochi cannot be physically harmed. He just squishes.
I like that.
Oh, Bo. Yeah.
Thank you, Bo.
Agreed, though. I feel like we both have a lot. Like we've chatted a bunch, right? We've known each other for over half a decade.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot that we.
2017 or 2018? I think it was 2018, right?
It must have been 2018.
It must have.
It must have been. Yeah. Because I'm thinking all the way back. I met you around the time I met Mike. Remember, wait, I had to have. 'Cause I met Mike at Too Many Games.
I can't remember if you and I talked at all before Too Many Games.
We did,
but I know
we absolutely did.
We
Yeah,
did a
no,
little
we
bit?
planned.
Okay.
We planned to meet there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But then we did meet at Too Many Games. Yeah, and you met Mike there. I was there when you met up with Mike, and you did your panel.
Mike, I met at Too Many Games because I was like there was a big party for all of the creators that were at Too Many Games and were presenting and everything, and I met Mike there. I was supposed to like hang out with a bunch of different people, and I just ended up spending the entire evening with Mike because we hit it
Oh
off
my
so
god,
well
the
constantly.
fucking screen wave party, I think it was,
Yep.
which was like not even what you imagine when it comes to a party by an MCN. You walk in and there's just a whole bunch of people filling out regular bookable convention space like it's somebody's wedding or something. Except
Yeah.
there's no real decorations. There's some drinks that are being served at these tiny tables in little corners with
Yeah, yeah.
water and things. And in one corner of, I remember this very distinctly, in one corner of one of the side rooms, they had karaoke set up. And one of the hypest moments was when they brought out in the karaoke Country Roads.
Oh my
Because
god.
the announcements had just been made for Fallout 76 before anybody knew what an
What a
awful
trash
train wreck
fire
that
that
was
was
going to
gonna
be
be.
on arrival. And we were just walking around. It's like, yeah, this is supposed to be a big creator party thing. It's really not. There's your average weddings that are hyper than this.
Yeah, right. It's it was a thing. It was more just getting
It
to
was a
hang out
thing.
with people. That was a nice
It
thing.
was, yeah.
It was more my speed. If a party is my speed, then it's probably a bad party. To be fair.
Well, you've seen what I do at parties. I
Yeah.
post up in a chair and watch debauchery and encourage it like Eric at his club in True Blood.
Yeah.
Am I gonna be doing the wacky shit? No. Am I gonna be sitting there smiling like a Cheshire cat while people are doing party things? Yeah, that's where you'll find me.
Nick just likes to watch.
I enjoy watching and encouraging.
Hey, Spicy Lizard, thank you for gifting out a sub, and Shoo Shoo for gifting a sub to Oladia. Oladia?
You met both of us well
Olad-
after, Bill.
Oh yeah, long after. Okay, I think that Mochi should be working again. Let me test.
Tiao Dumpy.
There we go. I just like to watch. The room energy.
Friend.
Oh, thanks for the... Yeah, see? It works. Mochi's voice box has been fixed. We replaced the mulch. Is that enough? Oh my god, it wasn't enough. It just barely wasn't enough. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna be here another 5 minutes.
Over the line. Woo!
Wait, is it done? It ended. We got cucked. We got cucked out of a hype train. It was too late. Oh my god.
Do you still remember at Too Many Games, one of the mornings of Too Many Games,
Mhm.
when we all sat at the diner, and I got in the booth and I was sitting next to Fred, and Fred and I were across the two others who were with us.
Is this the story I think it is?
It is the story you think it is. And the
yeah.
waitress comes up.
Mm-hmm. This is it.
Go ahead, Fred. You want to continue with it?
Yeah, no. So we're all sitting there at the diner, and the waitress comes up, walks up to us, and hears Nick's voice and says, "Oh, your voice is amazing. You should be in radio." And Nick's just like, "Thank you. That's very kind," and just left it at that.
Yeah. the rest of you try not to laugh. Just try almost. I think somebody kind of said, "Yeah, we keep telling him that he should do something with his voice."
I think that was
everybody's trying not to laugh.
Graffy. Like Graffy was being a bitch about it.
Well, Graffy wasn't with us at Too Many Games. I had met Graffy, but
no, it wasn't not
you hadn't
Graffy.
met him at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, but oh man,
Who was it?
It was so
it?
funny.
Trying to think about who it was. I think we all were just kind of laying it on thick.
Yeah, it was the artist of the group.
You were just being a bitch.
Yeah, and that was how Only Cans got cast. No.
Akuma, welcome in. Hey everyone, could we make sure that Akuma is showered before coming into chat? Also, Amphi, thanks for the 100 bits. It is. Yes, the cucking is a feature here, but only if you bring your girlfriend to chat. Got him.
Oh, Kira, hey!
I was
Do
seeing
you
a bunch
know
of people.
Akuma Kira?
I don't think so.
Akuma Kira, game developer. Spookies.
Do I?
Basilisk. Basilisk 2000. Lunasive.
I don't think I'm familiar.
Fred, Akuma Kira, Fred.
Hello. Oh, I'm looking. Oh! Lost in Vivo, Spooky's Jump Scare Man. Okay, yes. I am familiar. Actually, yes, I am.
Lost in Vivo too.
Lost in Vivo is the one that I recognize. That and Spookies are the two I recognize.
You didn't think hardly anyone knew about Basilisk? I've been getting hit up about visiting Basilisk, Akuma.
We have a proper celebrity in here.
Yeah.
We have a rare breed in here. You'd be surprised.
It's fun between I think you and I probably get it in a decently equal measure. Maybe you more so because you stream more and just you honestly do know more people. But you could be streaming and then you have somebody stroll in who's done some cool shit out there. And it's like, oh hey, what's good?
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, I've
guest appearance by.
It is incredible the number of people that I have managed to meet as a creator. It is wholly remarkable, and I have had the opportunity to meet a lot of people, and I feel very fortunate for it. You included.
Thank you.
I have a lot of acquaintances.
Appreciate it.
I have a lot.
It's
I was
weird
kind of
sometimes.
looking at all the people I'm acquainted with, and it was sort of daunting. Like scrolling my Discord is scary sometimes. Just in the sense of like, how is it that I know this many people?
You genuinely know more people than I do.
I don't try.
But even still,
like
I know you don't try. You got a natural magnetism that just freaking happens. Honestly, it's like it doesn't surprise me anymore, dude. Fred knows this movie director out of goddamn nowhere now? Oh, all right. Well, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know how, don't know when, but that makes sense to me. Oh, Fred somehow has talked to Billie Eilish? Oh, well, it's Fred. So, of course that...
I think
that's not something that happens.
There is a name like that. I'll tell you after stream at some point. Remind me. There is a name like that. Again, I don't... My network's insane. Yeah, I had lunch with Elvis. Yeah, he just ate a peanut butter sandwich and then shot himself to death.
What?
Oh wait, you know how Elvis died, right?
On a toilet.
Do you know why he died on a toilet?
No.
Because his digestive system was so backed up with peanut butter sandwiches that his blood pressure was incredibly high.
Oh.
He was an insanely constipated man. That's why Mike has an Elvis emote where it's Elvis exploding in a blast of shit. Because the man, at any given point, was at least 40% shit
The
by
one
body
thing
weight.
that Fred and Grimmy have in common,
That
their
is
networks
horrible.
are crazy limes nodders.
Oh, that poor man.
Hey, Valken. Welcome in. Well, it's Rick and Morty time. Hold on. I need to show you something.
Okay.
I need to show you one thing. Here we go. Yeah, did you know these were Elvis songs? I know, we're extending stream.
Hey everyone, did you know that some songs that are famous were originally sung by Elvis?
Jump out the house, jump out the house, jump out the house, jump out the house.
Oh my god.
Well, it's Rick and Morty time.
Oh my god.
Always in the barbershop. Chief Keef ain't about this. Chief Keef ain't about that. Shut the fuck. These bitches love Elvis.
Mike, at one point, during his stream, put on a, was it 10 hours of silence occasionally interrupted by whale a whale a whale, it's Rick and Morty time.
Wow. I like that Through the Fire, the Flames is just an Elvis cover.
Yeah. Did you know that it was originally sung by Elvis?
Oh shit.
Oh god, don't remind me of the mesothelioma can. There. Okay, so my argument. Oh, let me show you.
You guys know so much fucked up shit.
There, I ruined it. Mesothelioma. Here we go. The mesothelioma can.
Attention. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Mesothelioma is a rare cancer linked to asbestos exposure. Call now. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Mesothelioma.
The fact that financial compensation scans to the can is a thought virus, and spreading it should be considered biological terrorism.
The foundation
argument.
is working on it as we speak.
That's my argument. Yeah, please. Financial. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not showing Nick the rancid cat AI.
Oh, please not a rancid cat AI.
Oh my god. Okay, so last Saturday, the day that you were supposed to come on, that morning, Vex sent me videos on TikTok of people who made slideshows of AI generated images that made just the most ridiculous, stupid stories. It is mind cancer. It will give your thoughts tumors.
Jeez.
This sounds like something I should show you on your stream.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
maybe.
that's what we'll have to do. Because everyone. Also, Amphi, thanks for the bits. Totally Valken, thank you for the bits. Yeah, I actually hung out with Grimmy a little while ago. With Nick. Yeah, you were on. It was you, me, Mary, then Grimmy and Emma.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hang out more with both of them. They're both really cool. But my problem is I want to hang out with everyone. That's I have 4 guests on this week.
Time is a resource.
Yeah, yesterday Slushy taught me chess. Today I have you. Tomorrow I'm bringing on Xander for story time. Friday is the only day where I don't have a guest, and then Saturday I have Lucky Bun coming on to look at weird, old, stupid British comedy, which I'm very excited for.
I gotta make a lot of visits and collabs in June before.
Oh yeah.
I gotta go officially and be the bearer of great news.
Oh yeah.
Grave news, as it were.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, Nick. I'll hit you up and we'll find another day to hang out, either I on your stream or you on my stream.
Yeah. Okay, before I say goodbye, I'm gonna lick your face.
Get off. No, fucking get. No, no.